without further ado, because everybody's kind of hungover. You know what I'm saying?
I am not hungover.
I'm not even.
I'm a Quentin and I don't get drunk and I don't hang over.
Okay.
I have dry eye and I work up with a eye ache. Thank you very much.
All your ailments, that's a hangover.
No,
Wait,
it's not.
Let's play the music.
My house was too hot. That dries my eye. Thank you very much.
Guess we gotta let this stomp. Rest in peace, Fred the Godson. Gordo.
I'm a stranger to that muffle rap. Never mind, I ain't come for that. Better rhyme, but better line where I'm comfy at. Still on the grind, Texas line so he can front me that. Gun in the right palm, sparking the death. Then I switch hands, part my left.
Right.
Was left. Party pop, see the bucks on my chest. Black S-class, popping the jets. Good poet. I'm that good, you should know it. Saw it all. Hope you know I would throw it. I'm the one down. I could out Ramadan and still eat them before sundown. Sundown to do anything.
Yeah, let that shit talk.
Show many rings. Shoot at me and I spray back. It's the payback.
I'm mad.
What up, y'all?
What's popping?
Welcome back to episode 28. 28.
We
straight
baby at
KnowItAll podcast. I am your host, Mr. KnowItAll. AKA Keith Saunders.
Talk to him.
BKA Michael Voorhees.
What else?
And AKA Haku if you want to be
Spit hot fire.
Dylan.
And I think we arranged a little differently this week on the Zoom. You know what I mean? But that's because
I'm next to you.
Yep, you are. I see these
I'm next
things.
to you.
It's I think the same view for Kelly though. But okay. So to my left, left is
the mouth for the South. Your boy Rough Rider. R. Ruffy Hendrix, the general, AKA I am Ruffy Hendrix.
Yeah, you can turn that gain up a little bit too, bro.
Just a little bit. Gotcha.
Just a little bit. And below me, or next to me on her screen, is the diva.
Talk to him real quick.
Let him know. Introduce yourself.
Thank you. Kelly Q.
What else?
And despite how I'm feeling right now, the diva.
When?
At all times, because even right now I feel like crap, but it's all good.
We both on that shit today. I don't know what
we both have heating pads on right now.
Yeah.
You think we've been somewhere and did something? Nope.
We was out rock climbing last night.
In the middle of the night.
Let's go. See, rock climbing. You niggas.
That's how we heard our shoulders.
That was the first thing that came to my mind. We was rock climbing.
Rock. Well, we had the Zoom event last night.
Yes.
I didn't drink a whole lot until after the Zoom event. But it was actually good looking.
I seen that straw in your mouth several times for a lot of those questions. What do you mean?
I was drinking. I mean, I was drinking, but I was drinking.
I've been drinking.
I think I drank all except for like 3 questions.
Yeah.
I didn't drink on a lot of questions. I'm such a good girl.
No, you just
that shit wasn't fair for me.
She was lying. That's what it was. Kelly be lying and shit. That's what it be. You can't lie during never ever.
I ain't got no reason to lie, Craig. I ain't got no reason to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie, Craig.
Oh man. Well, listen. I want to give a shout out to our Spotify listeners, to our Apple, iTunes podcast listeners, to our Google podcast listeners, to our Anchor listeners, to our DSP all over listeners. I don't know what digital
wherever you're listening.
YouTube watchers.
Yeah, the YouTube watchers, please. And make sure you follow us on Instagram at Mr_KnowItAll_pod. That's on Instagram. On Facebook, the Mr. KnowItAll Pod fan page. All right, that's on Facebook. And please send us all of all of your fuckery, any stories, anything. People like ask a lot of questions. You know what it is? A lot of our fans have direct pipelines to us, so they send shit directly to us. I would love to get an anonymous letter from somebody like in one of our
far to the page.
Yeah.
Don't send me a mother.
And if they do send it
to the page.
Send it to Mr. KnowItAllPod@gmail.com. It's Mr. KnowItAllPod@gmail.com. So it's crack-a-lack, I know y'all got hangovers and shit.
Oh yeah, somebody sent you a video on the joint, didn't they? A couple days ago, because they was asking me if I dealt with the fan page, and I was like, no, I don't check the joint. I said he'll check it. So
what kind of video was it? Do you remember? I could check for it.
I think it was about one of the topics. It was from, you know what? And she'll green light me to say it was from Steph G's.
Steph G.
That's her Facebook. Her Instagram is Steph's. She gonna kill me. She gonna kill me.
Like it.
She gonna kill me. But yeah, I know she said because I want to say like 2 days ago because she hit me about it. She didn't come to the party last night.
Oh, she didn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
Shout out to everybody that came to the party last night.
Shout out to everybody that came.
Shout out to everybody who did come to party with us last night.
It was a family affair, for real.
It was a family affair. Yeah, it was very boisterous. Very. Like it was.
Hey,
have a lot of
Richard
opinions.
gonna stop coming for me.
Hey Heather, just want to shout out Heather. Make sure my girl got her points across.
Yeah, but Heather's a voice I hear every day, so you know, it's one of those things where
she was just waiting to come for my ass, huh?
Well, yeah,
basically.
Look, yeah, she came at your neck. She's coming at your neck a little bit.
She definitely was coming at my neck. I got you.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. But you know what? That's what the support system is here for. You know what I'm saying? If nobody challenges us and whatnot. See, you got to, what it is people have to challenge the throne of Mr. Know-It-All or whatnot for me to stay on my toes. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, then I'm just talking and not living it. You know what I'm saying? And we can't have that. We cannot have that at all. But we we always start off with the useless fact.
Yes.
So I want to put this out there. I mean, we can, comment on it after I'm done saying this. I looked it up, and did you know that a whale's penis is called a dork?
Yes. Yo, when I first learned that, I went around school calling every dude, "Why fuck with you, fucking dork?" And they was thinking it was, they was thinking the usual what we thinking. I'm like, you kid, you don't even know what I'm calling you.
My biggest question though is the person that named a whale's penis a dork, did they see the whale's penis first, or did they just decide, you know what, I'm just gonna call a whale's penis a dork?
It was probably some Swedish dude, and he was like, "Oh my god, I'm astonished, it's a dork."
Like
Australia, look at that huge dork there. Mike, look at the dork on that thing, huh?
Like, why is it called a dork? Like, dork has to mean something.
I don't know. It means huge whale penis. That's what the fuck it means.
Yeah,
it means giant whale dong is what that means. Okay, so let's get to a little bit of the shits today. Let's talk. Let's talk about what's currently going on and whatnot. We are still under quarantine, yes. as you know, and you know what I mean. I guess a situation that's going to continuously be that way for a little while, huh?
It needs to, because they don't need to open shit up yet, man.
Georgia's
open up.
Georgia's kind of taking that step.
I am gonna be that Negro that when they open shit back up, and I'm talking shit like my ass gonna be moving around now, limitedly and safely. But yeah, when they open back up, dude, I'm gonna be that one who's gonna be like 2 weeks at least before I decide to really go out.
I understand that.
Atlanta went out.
No,
I've seen pictures.
I know.
Like, I understand, and this is something I was supposed to talk about. I was supposed to say something like the last 2 episodes. My talk, they are doing, like, we were talking about, what the dancers doing, female dancers and strippers, and, that's doing to make their money. And, a lot of them have been doing lives and, getting
Insta-ass and all that.
Cash App. They actually put together a show for both males and females a couple weeks ago. But then even worse thing is I know several male dancers who've still been doing private parties. People have been putting together private functions and shows. They just put up a joint. I seen this after we got off last night. They just had a fucking party, I think Friday night here in Philly. And one of the dancers came from fucking Texas. Like, nigga, really?
He flew in.
You came from Texas to Philly to try to roll the dice with Corona?
He flew in for that?
Bro, I'm not sure exactly. He's from Texas.
Okay.
He is from Texas.
Okay.
I got one thing to say to that.
And I've seen this because someone else, a female who's a promoter who was supposed to have a show a couple months, last month. That, of course, the club, of course, wasn't answering the phone. They shut shit down, and it was in Jersey. She fucked around and ended up having a private show at someone's house or location here in Philly. And from my knowledge, it was at least 6 or 7 male dancers as well as 2 dom female dancers. And of course, it was a nice crowd of people. That's stupid. That's fucking stupid.
It's
fucking idiotic. It is not a hustler thing. Hustler rule 101. All money ain't good money. Y'all motherfuckers are putting yourselves, other people, your family, whoever live with you at risk. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, seriously? Y'all that pressed the niggas to sling some dick, females to shake some titties and ass, get groped on, whatever the fuck, make a couple fucking dollars, that y'all really want to roll the dice with Corona, for real? Over a couple of hours?
Yeah, listen, some people is on that type vibe. Dick. Listen, some people is on that shit, bro. Some people is on, that's the vibe that people are on right now. They are really, really on that vibe. They really would like, they feel like they need to make their money.
Bro, I just had somebody tell me that Monday, these 2 dancers, neither one of them have any significant time. And one has been attempting to try to get in the game for about 2 years, maybe, young boy. The other one has been in for almost a year, and he's buzzing. The one who's buzzing lets the other boy young take him with him to go to some show up Scranton.
Lies.
Do you know these motherfuckers got stuck up there?
Wait. It ain't snowing, so how the fuck did they get stuck up there? Please explain to me how. How did that happen?
They got a ride up to Scranton for a show, and neither one of them were even booked. Combined, the 2 of them left with $90 because a friend of mine pretty much had to send money for them to get a hotel room for them to stay. And then they were still struck next day, hoping that they was going to come pick them up. And this person lives in Jersey.
Niggas is, listen. Yo.
Scavengers.
Yeah.
That's when you don't think.
That's below Vikings.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, to be honest with you, man. But that's what it is, man. People are coming to chase a dollar. Look at all these, like 2 things, okay? First thing I want to talk about is the fucking activists that's standing out there and just refuse to pay attention to what's going on in the world. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're basically saying, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Corona ain't gonna take me out. And basically the world is doing what the fuck they want to. Running around, doing whatever the fuck they want to, whether you see them at a party, whether you see them at a protest, whether you see them, you know what I'm saying? You see them at some sort of social gathering, which you're not supposed to be at. And they just being dickheads about it. But these are the same motherfuckers that ride with your man Trump when he tell you, he asks a dumbass question like, well, maybe we should inject Lysol or some sort of disinfectant in our system. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga, man? What's wrong with him?
He said, can we put the light inside of them? Because they were talking about how the sun, kind of kills the virus from the heat or whatever from the sun. And he said, can we put the light inside of them?
It's stupid, man, because I honestly, it's people that are going to do this shit. There are people that are going to do this shit. That's the point. That's the fucking problem. We're going to keep having these problems
going every day. But here's the thing. The thing. Mm-hmm. The people that are going to do it, let them do it.
What?
I'm not going to try. Look, if you are dumb enough,
right,
to believe and go with what he says,
right,
then I'm going to need you to do it. And let the chips
do it for the
fall where it
gram.
may.
Do it for the gram. I ain't going to
do it.
Oh my gosh. Yo, no, to be honest with you.
Because there's people that are knowledgeable enough that may not have a medical degree that know drinking bleach will kill you. Drinking Lysol.
It's supposed to. I've seen people drink. I've seen somebody drinking it didn't kill them though. They was fucked up, but they actually made it. And they actually was like, yeah, see, motherfucker, it doesn't kill you. I was like, you dickhead.
I'm not, no. I don't need my insides clean that much. No.
Yeah, that's stupid. No. I mean,
I'm gonna need the people that believe him and want to, go down that road of ingesting these poisons into their body to go ahead and do it.
That's some dumb shit. I ain't gonna hold you. That's some dumb shit. Like, people are really, and it's unfortunate because you know for a fact that people are that fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
People
but
are
I'm
that
gonna need
fucking
those
stupid
people to do it so that
some people will just try anything.
The meek shall inherit. That's all I have to say.
No,
God looks out for babies and fools.
But
not if you are blatantly being a fool.
Wait a minute, but okay, so what you just said contradicted exactly what Kelly said. She said the meek shall inherit. Then you said God looks out for babies and fools.
Yes.
So let's talk about the fact that, okay, so if the meek shall inherit, but you got the fools doing the dumb shit and they in charge, what the fuck are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers are stupid out here.
The whole premise of God loves everybody.
Is that what it is? So that's what we leading it back towards or whatnot.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what? That shit and black people are fucking hilarious because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? The moment some shit is extra stupid, we just give God a shout out. Bless his heart.
Yes.
Bless his heart.
God is good all the time.
Yeah, praise God.
This is his holy day that we are recording on. Yes, we are going to bless him. Send blessings his way as we hope for him to send many blessings our way.
Am I wrong? No, I ain't gonna say that. No, fuck that. I'm even gonna say that because nobody else gonna say that. Am I wrong for every time that nigga was up there making a speech during this whole situation? I wanted him to either have a corona fit die on stage or somebody to run up on him and blow the back of his fucking head off. Like, to be honest with you, I really, really feel as if that this guy, somebody said it. I forget who was saying it. They were saying that this guy is the devil himself.
Yeah, and I don't that like 2 years ago. I just don't. Actually, before he even got in the office, they were saying that shit.
This shit is crazy though. Like to the point where it's like, if this gets worse, and to the because this is what happens. It'll be an out of sight, out of mind situation. They'll open shit back up. They'll have everybody running the fuck around, jacking off in the fucking parks. You know what I'm saying? And having a fucking gay old time. Everything will be great. And meanwhile, the people that are doing, people are out there in the world, and will suffer from the plight of the less fortunate. And people are falling over, dying in the streets, and we'll sit there and ignore them. You know what I'm saying? It'll be like, what's that movie that I seen? It was like a zombie apocalypse, but they learn how to live with the zombies. And if you accidentally got bit by a zombie and you look sick, they just blow your head off in the middle of the fucking street. You know what I'm saying? Because
almost every zombie movie.
Yeah, exactly. But see, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like,
Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, there was one of the movies.
I forget. Ever see the movie Left Behind?
I have with Kirk Cameron, right? Kirk Cameron. Yeah, I haven't seen it in a while, but I have seen it. Why? What is that about? That you feel as if that? So what I'm saying is that, okay, so because we are here and thank the Lord that we are not sick and we are not falling victim to all this other shit that's going on. Do you feel as if that we are chosen or / blessed or / just smart enough to outmaneuver whatever the fuck's going on? Because it's not discriminating against anybody or whatnot. One of Shannon's good friends or whatnot, that she, one of our sorority sisters' friend was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Was pregnant with I think she was like 7 months pregnant, and she put on a ventilator and she died this morning from corona. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just like, to me, if this shit ain't it ain't discriminating. And I guess when you start talking about a situation like Left Behind, you're like, yo, like, real shit, it starts to seem as if that we are very, very much dodging a big time reckoning when it comes to shit. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people don't realize they're really not understanding how serious this really is.
Right.
I just thought one of my club brothers, who was like big brother, passed on Easter Sunday.
Right. I saw that on there. Yeah.
My daughter, her boyfriend, my 16-year-old, her boyfriend, his grandmother just passed Monday. Sunday. Past Sunday.
Right.
Another friend I've known who I hadn't seen in a while, I just seen yesterday.
Right.
Like it's
too much.
Serious.
Yeah,
and that's very serious.
Fred the Godson. I played this. What you call it?
You have to work 5. Well, you're on the job 5 days a week, so
yes.
You have to be safe, because the same token, those 10 hours that you out the house, to come back home,
right?
For the other 14 with your family, it's the chance of you risk, of bringing something home, whether you stepped on, whether you touched, it's and I just had some guys, actually, no, it wasn't a while, it was I was at 7-Eleven on C-Line, and I'm masked, I got my gloves on. Most other people are at least in masks. Everybody doesn't have gloves on, but of course the workers, they've started putting up the joint and all the
plastic shields
to protect from the cough, the spray from the cough or sneezing. 3 guys come in, black guys, ignorant niggas. No, I'm sorry, niggas.
Right.
One has a mask on.
Okay.
One has a mask on. The other
Only
2,
one.
nothing. The one, hey, is this hot dog done yet? She's like, yes, it's done, but give me a second, I'll come get it. He's like, no, you might as well let me go ahead and get this, it'll be quicker than that. No, she like, no, you can't. He like, no, man, because you're going to take too long. And I'm looking at him, me and everybody else in the store like, nigga, do you not know what the fuck is going on? And you talking about getting your own goddamn hot dog and you ain't got no damn mask or gloves on? Nigga, I want to kick your ass, but I don't want to touch you.
Right, exactly.
Like, what the fuck? Are you really that fucking ignorant?
Yes.
They are, bro.
Yes.
They are.
But be the same fucking one, his fucking mom or his fucking grandma get that shit, he want to kill the whole fucking world because he was an idiot.
Yep, absolutely.
He was the one that brought it into his house.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that shit just got...
No, I understand that, because people really don't, if you don't take it serious till it hits home. You know what I'm saying? You don't take it serious till it hits home, man. I just want everybody to be out there.
Cussed out every time I leave out the house.
No, absolutely.
Every fucking time I leave out these fucking doors, I'm getting cussed the fuck out.
And it's understandable. It's understandable, because I run into the same situation, and I have to go out the house every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I stay masked up, stay gloved up, and I just want to, everything stay safe as possible or whatnot. You know what I mean? God bless the dead, and really this is very, very, very serious, and like I said, I just feel like it's a reckoning. I feel like it's a cleansing, and it's unfortunate. People we love are getting caught in the wrath of this shit that's going on. So God bless the dead. It's just that's just depressing. We're gonna have to change the topic. All right. Let's talk for a second. We're gonna talk for a second and whatnot. You tell me who you think won, and that's it. The Babyface Teddy Riley rematch. Babyface. I thought it was a tie. And then I had to redo it, and then I gave 2 rounds to Babyface that I gave to Teddy at the first joint, because I feel like Teddy sound was fucking up in the beginning again. You know what I'm saying? And then when he finally decided to plug the fucking phone into the mixer, like I've been saying for the past 2 fucking weeks, what is with these niggas? No, I understand.
The old niggas, man, they used that shit.
Bro,
shit was different. Back in the day, you could not plug a phone into a mixer. Real shit.
That's very true.
Real
you could. It just wouldn't do shit.
No.
You could plug it in and it wouldn't do nothing.
If you actually think, up until maybe less than about 10 years ago, maybe
Right.
about 10 years ago, we started being able to plug our phone into a speaker or into the mixer.
Right,
Before
right.
that,
It's where you used to have to use the like auxiliary cord trying to do all that
auxiliary,
kind
this,
good
that, and the
stuff.
other,
Right, right,
this, that,
right.
and the other. You know, but even with just the aux that we just started being able to do with the aux like 10, 15, not even 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Like
No,
10 years ago.
you're absolutely right. I honestly think that
He ain't been making no music lately, so he don't know.
but just school a nigga.
He
Somebody
ain't been
school a
making
nigga.
no
Let him know.
music.
My
Listen,
whole thing is
sorry to say, but he's so far
all
up
they
there.
had to do,
Mm-hmm.
Timberland, Swiss Beats, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
whoever invited them to be a part of the situation. Let them know what they have to do
Yeah.
He
to
told him,
be
they ain't with him.
prepared for it.
This is okay. So this is
Well,
bigger.
first of all,
Mm-hmm.
not that they didn't want to hear it because obviously Babyface heard it and
Right.
Babyface did what he was supposed to do. But
Mm-hmm.
since you
Mm-hmm.
want to be the utmost Teddy Riley,
Right.
your shit was fucked up 2 times.
So why don't they now? Okay, all right. So this is a different time. This is a different point of it. But whatever. Next time that these niggas do this shit, they need to
I don't
call
want to see it
it.
next time.
No. I'm talking about verses. I'm just talking
Unless
about verses.
we're
The verses.
free. I don't want to see it another time.
Yeah. I hear. It. But they're gonna keep doing the verses shit, bro. They're going to keep doing it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
not
they're going to
them
keep
two.
doing it. No,
Teddy Riley's
yeah.
disqualified.
No,
He's
we're done. No,
disqualified.
Babyface won anyway. But here we go.
In general,
What
because
they need to
and through shade while he won.
Yeah.
they need to contact the NFL.
Are we doing remixes? Oh, because I
Mhm.
don't do remixes.
Right. Oh, he killed him. Yeah, that was bad. I didn't know you did that song. He's like, well, I did the remix. He's like, oh, I didn't know because I don't do remixes. That nigga, Babyface was throwing Prince shade out there.
Okay.
He's like, but okay, so here we go. Right. The reason why I said that is they need to contact the NFL because the NFL to me had the best the draft was all that, and
Yes.
everybody was home, and you could hear the sound well, and you could hear what they were saying. I'm like, well, if that's the case, if we're gonna do these versus things, ship these niggas the proper camera work and devices that they need to hook up so we can have the shit, and you can even broadcast it on like Diddy's channel. You can broadcast it on Revolt or something like that. We have the resources for this shit, but Instagram, they broke Instagram. And this is this should be happening, and it happens more and more often where they don't give these superstars and shit like that the credit that they need, supposed to get, and all of a sudden, now you can't see the shit on Instagram is for your phone, but you can't see it on your phone. You have to look on your laptop or your fucking your iPad. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? How does that work? Like it was the weirdest shit in the world. So I think that, all right. Did y'all see all the shenanigans in the NFL in the draft? Did you see the young boy? Did you see the chick that used to date Trey what's his name? That played for the Hawks or whatnot? Trey Parker, whatever his name is. This chick, so she apparently she's a real pretty girl.
Hold on.
Model. What's that?
Say that again.
I said real pretty. I'm talking about the girl that was that his girlfriend for the kid that got drafted to the Cowboys. Yeah.
Mama said, bitch,
he snatched the phone.
And then
He snatched the phone out of him.
Out his lap.
He looked like, bitch, you must have lost your motherfucking mind.
You trippy.
Back. His mom looked over like, oh yeah, you real stupid. Like, why would you take it? She tried to get the extra phone while he on the phone with the Cowboys. Like, hello. You know what I'm saying? Talking to the team, like, yeah, I'm looking forward to coming down there. And he had his extra phone in his hand. And then she tried to snatch that and start looking at his text messages. And he looked at her like, but you done lost your motherfucking mind.
On TV.
On
Are
TV.
you trying to commit suicide on live?
But then, so the other one, now, okay, so the first people that responded to this, right? I had a lot of white ladies, a lot of white people that I know respond to. Don't get me wrong, I love white people. You know what I'm saying? That's you know what I mean? I got white people in my family, so I ain't never saying that. But I think it made it funnier that the white girlfriend was hugged all up on this nigga and the black mom snatched her ass off. Like, the fuck is she doing?
It's not your
It's not your moment. It's not your fucking moment. That girl was all hugged up on his head. He was looking like, yo, if you don't get his mom gripped her ass up and tossed off like, you don't get the fuck out of here. I'm like, yo, this shit.
I love this mother. I love this mother right then. At that moment, I loved her. Like
I know somebody got to do a remix to it, add some music to it, because
it's got
that was everything I needed. And the funny thing was, not too long after they, posted the video again of her doing it,
right.
then the memes from when what's the Russell Wilson,
Oh my
when
gosh.
he got drafted, and his white girlfriend was sitting next to him, and the meme was like when she thought she had it made.
When she thought that she was set for life.
She thought she was set for life.
Kelly, let me ask you a question. Because you probably have seen that meme more. Is that her real face, or they stretch it out? Because her face is long as hell. Her face looked like the I Am Legend zombies. Like
I don't know, because I saw that meme and had to get it because a couple of friends of mine had posted the video from this year's draft of that happening. So I was like, I was just laughing. Like, I put up like 5 gifs of different laughters, and especially the old cartoon where the dog used to be like, yeah. Get your ass up.
And the prize for this weekend's draft was the young boy that got drafted to Philly. He's coming to the Eagles, and his grandma got on there, and he whispered. He must have whispered in the air and told her to say it. And this old little timid, the sweet lady and whatnot looks at the camera and says, "We going to fucking Philly!"
Oh wow!
Yo, I fucking lost it, man. I'm like, and he put it on Twitter or whatnot, and the funny thing about it is, in Philly, we raw. You know what I'm saying? We love that shit. Like, all the fans was like, "Oh, she's our new favorite grandma," and this, that. And I'm like, you got this old lady cussing on TV and shit. Like, but she, to me,
Keith,
yeah.
You probably gonna hate me on this.
What's that?
But with somebody coming out of retirement, it's probably gonna be Tampa Bay's gonna be my squad this year.
Nigga,
my boy came out. My boy came back out.
That bullshit. Stop hopping teams. No, I told you.
No. I've not been hopping teams. I've been with the Patriots since 99, 2000. All right, before Brady was there.
You gonna stay with him this year?
With Tampa Bay, I want to see what they want to do. I'm
gonna give them an opportunity to prove something.
Yeah, I want
to see. And if they trash, they trash.
Brady is my favorite. He's the GOAT. And,
I'm gonna say this.
And I put Gronk as, if he's not the number 1, he's the number 2 all-time best tight end.
Right. But
I'm gonna say this one time.
Mm-hmm.
When I was born,
mm-hmm.
I was an Eagles fan.
Mm-hmm.
10, 20, 30, 40, 43. I'm an Eagles fan. The shit don't change. Shut up. Shut up. Close your mouth. Close your mouth.
See, here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing, right?
Do or die. Do or die.
No.
Kelly said that with a chest.
This is what this will mean, though. Here's the very funniest thing, right?
Right.
You said since you were born, you were an Eagles fan.
Mm-hmm.
This will mean for the very first time in my life, the football team I rooted for is from my home state. Tampa Bay is in Florida. I'm from Florida. I was a childhood Niners fan. I loved the Eagles when I came here. 87 Randall is my favorite Eagles quarterback of all time. I love Randall Cunningham.
I will give you that. I love him.
Keith Jackson, Jerome Brown, Reggie White. All right.
I stopped Randall Cunningham at my hotel when he was there a couple of months ago.
Really? What'd he say?
I've always, the Eagles have always been.
I escorted. He was doing autographs for the company that they sell autograph memorabilia.
Right,
so he was coming down to do that.
Need some goat
gear
at
the game, and so I was waiting for him to get off the elevator so I can escort him to the meeting room that he was supposed to be in. But I had to meet him. Like, I have an autograph from him from when I was in high school, and my dad used to work on the bridge, and he came across the bridge, and my dad was like, my daughter would never forgive me if I didn't get your autograph. So I had
That's called bird gang love, nigga.
That's great.
Bird gang love, nigga. Bird.
My dad was like, nope. I know my daughter for a fact loves you. I need your autograph.
Bird gang.
Yeah.
A bird gang.
Bird gang.
But yeah, so I mean, you know, they did a good job of the draft and whatnot.
Yeah, hopefully
hopefully
was crazy.
we never hopefully have to do this shit again. I don't never ever want to not be able to see these kids be able to walk across that stage, because I start to look at it as my son gets old.
Jersey.
Right, my son played football, and I know kids that they're striving to get to, you know, to get to college and hopefully get to the league. And when I see these kids as I get older, I'm like, yo, this is really, really a possibility. You can make your dreams come true if you work hard enough for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's dead ass serious, and it's, you know what I mean? It's a good look, but I never want this dumb shit to happen. So please, people, stay in your fucking houses. You know what I'm saying? Dumbasses, y'all fucking it up for everybody. Y'all fucking shit up for everybody. Every fucking body. How do you fuck shit up for everybody because you want to be a dumbass?
Niggas.
Yep, exactly. Say it again.
Niggas.
That's like Sega.
No, because in New York it was them Jews.
Oh no,
motherfuckers was talking about Amish. It was those Jews that they was hosing the fuck down and shit. The motherfuckers they had it was both a funeral situation and on another place it was a fucking birthday. Sir, these motherfuckers was hosing these motherfuckers down, yo.
But to be honest with you, that's one of the reasons right now I don't like Lord forgive me, man. I wouldn't want, if it's my time, it's my time, but I wouldn't want to die right now. I'm like, damn, you get caught up in the rapture and the wave of bullshit. You can't have a proper funeral. People can't come see you.
Nigga,
you know what I'm saying? They can't say they farewell. This shit is crazy.
And the worst thing is, even if someone passes from something outside of Corona,
right,
you still can't go to the funeral.
Exactly. That's the point.
And have y'all heard about what they're doing with the people's bodies who are dying from Corona?
No, I don't even want to hear about that. Nope. I don't want to hear about that because I walked into Lincoln Hospital last week. Last Friday, I had to drop something off at one of the at a stop in Lincoln Hospital. They drop off like 2 tubs of, they use like certain cleansing products and make like cloths and shit like that. I had to drop off. We drop them off in big tubs. So I'm taking them in there, and you have to take them by the loading dock, and the loading dock is right next to the elevator that takes you to the morgue. Mm-hmm. But the morgue is full, so therefore they're moving directly. Right, yeah, they're moving bodies directly from the hospital beds and putting that you know, there's like it's almost like an eggshell mattress thing, and it's all black, and they put it over you, and they put a cloth over the body and tuck it in so you can't tell that you can tell that it's body, but you can't see the entire imprint of the body. This is what happens, you know what I mean? So I've been there before. I've actually had to deliver stuff to morgues before, but now they're not even doing that. They're just wheeling the body straight through to outside, and they drop one off and then go out there and pick another one up.
You
know what I mean? So that's yeah.
They're burning the bodies.
Yeah, a lot of times they're burning. Yeah, they're doing immediate
of Corona victims.
Yeah, they're doing immediate cremations. Mm-hmm.
Just not that's not the usual way.
All right, so yo, fuck that. I'm not even on the depressed shit today. I'm not on the depressed vibe or whatnot. We out here. Kelly, can you turn to the camera? Like,
she over there watching
I know,
TV.
She's heard that vibe. Kelly looking mad busty into what you call it. It's the titty. Like, it's just like, yeah, turn your face up so we can see your face. Jesus Christ. Every time you look at Kelly like, yeah, so I tell you, titty. Come on, turn so we can talk. There we go. No, you got to do all. That's a better view, though. That's a better vibe. Thank you, sis. I appreciate you.
Cheers!
All right, but listen.
I'm leaning back in the chair. When I sit up, then it's it's good, but I'm leaning back in the chair, so that's what it is. Right.
So let's play this.
Lean back.
This is the only song that I had that can apply to what we're about to talk about. But
not even
Kelly hiding the chin too.
This shit. We gotta let this rock for a second though. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Really?
Oh.
I need you not to dance like that. I just saw this video the other day and was like this. Okay. Okay. There we go.
All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's
Oh,
talk for a
Lord.
minute. Let's talk.
Let
For
me
a minute.
straighten up.
Okay.
Ow.
We had a nice conversation last night, but the one thing about having 12 to 15 people in a fucking chat is that everybody's fucking talking at the same time. It's hard, you know what I'm saying? Because some people, you know what I mean, when you mute some people, then they take themselves off mute, you like, what the fuck is going on and whatnot. But, all right, we were talking about polygamy last night. And the reason why this situation came up was because early in the week, R. Ryder decides that he wants to send me don't rush.
Don't rush.
No, I said that.
Oh,
I
you said that, Kelly. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kelly
Yeah,
said
Kelly
because
said
we were semi-discussing it, not on the podcast, but we were just outside of that semi-discussing it.
Right.
Then that pops up in my feed on Facebook, and I'm like, oh my God, I cannot be the only one that actually sees this.
yes.
Right.
Somebody else has to see this.
All right, so let's talk
To
about the video. Let's talk
confirm
about the
that
video
this
first.
has been seen.
Let's talk about the video first. Then we'll branch off from there and whatnot. First and foremost, you know what I'm saying? I had, you know, my sister-in-law's a hater. I don't give a fuck what she say and whatnot. She like, damn, niggas wasn't good looking, this, that, and the third.
Say hi.
First
Hey,
of all, I said
Jada.
that too.
Yeah.
I said the same thing.
First and foremost, who cares how the niggas look? What the niggas look regular? Shit, most of the niggas was stocky like the kid. She trying to say, so hold on, so
first of all, first things first, we already know how I feel about stocky.
Okay. Right, exactly.
However, every stocky nigga ain't cute.
Okay, but yeah, you're right.
But I'm
right
just saying, for me, I can't say it for anybody else.
Right.
For me.
Right.
To even consider being in that situation. Okay.
You gotta be a cute stocky nigga.
Dude gotta have something that I'm just like, you know what? I can do it. I can deal with it.
But that's what I'm saying.
And I don't know them. I'm just going off a visual of what I saw. And none of what I saw, maybe one, would I ever consider like, no. Like, especially the last one, because I'm like,
when you saw his caliber of woman, you saw his caliber of woman.
I mean,
I
I was getting going to there. Like, look at the caliber of the women.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, they were, and
well,
it's
I mean,
not
a
to say
couple of the women were like the I think the second dude, he had two women that came in, and I thought both of them were, you know,
decent.
A little, decent, a little bit more than average, but
the third
nice looking
dude,
women. But that
dude
very last one, yo, when he did the change, I was like, oh, that got worse. That didn't get better. You should have left the facial hair on, bro.
Well, the third dude, who was the third dude that had the wife that you could tell obviously had a tummy tuck? And
I didn't see that.
The light skinned one, she had the half shirt on. You know what I'm talking about, bro? You saw you could tell she had a tummy tuck. So here's the deal, right? But the other wife was thick. So my thing is that with the third bull, I think the third bull was the type that his flavor was whatever his flavor is or whatnot. They might be two different styles of his flavor. He had like the brown skin, shorter, thick one, and he had a tall, light skinned one who might have been a little thicker, but she had got a tummy tuck. So that was his move, and because she had the see-through, you know what I'm talking about? She had the see-through dress on.
Yeah,
you can tell I watched the video a couple times. But
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You watched that video more than twice.
But see, so my thing is that
he was doing research.
But here, thank you, bro. Research, yeah, that's what it was. I was doing research. But but here's the deal, though, right? The video didn't come with a resume. These niggas, like we don't know what these men do. We don't know if they trust fund babies. We don't know if these guys are they make
They could be
50,000 a year.
Yeah, I mean, they could be six-figure guys.
Right, they could be making
first
200,000 a
things
year.
first. First things first. For them to actually be in that situation, because we know polygamy is one man, two wives. The
Right.
man is taking care of the household.
Right.
I mean, the women may have jobs too, but in order to be in that situation financially, you need to be able to take care of your home. So all of them may be making some change.
They could be.
But he could be a lawyer. His wife could, you know what I mean, have an office 2 doors
all three
down.
of them could be
And the mistress or the second wife could actually be either his assistant or his wife's assistant.
And see, that's the whole point. Think about it like this, okay? Think about
they always good.
Think about it like this. What if everybody has a job making let's say, like, all right, what's not even, let's not even say 6 figures. Let's say, because let's be realistic in the world, because most people don't make 6 figures, but the people that live a good middle class lifestyle make more than what, 55, 60 a year.
Say 60, 60,
Okay.
say 60,
okay.
65.
All three of them making 75.
Let's see, all.
That's great. That's good. That's 225 a year.
That's fucking Gucci.
That's 225 a year.
You don't understand. That's Gucci. And they all enjoy. The women enjoy that man. You know what I'm saying? And they probably got kids together and whatnot. They can go out and the whole thing is, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's be really
honest. Vacations are lovely.
Let's talk about the Ruff. You sent me the breakdown video. That was you that sent me the breakdown video of the women talking about this, though, right? The ones that were in it. They were talking about the difference between the polygamy and polygyny type situation. And for those that don't know, polygyny is 2 men and 1 woman. Am I right? Is that the difference? Okay. So when we start talking about the polygamy thing,
she like that one.
You like that? Yeah, they all like that one and whatnot. Till you got 2 ain't shit niggas in your crib.
She dropped that one on Heather last night.
Ain't nobody saying about do all that.
She dropped that on Heather last night.
Yeah, I know. But see, that's kind of my thing is that when I start looking at it, I'm like, okay, if there is a shortage on good niggas, let's just call it what it is. There's a shortage on good niggas, Kelly, and you know this.
I do.
Exactly.
Firsthand.
Yeah, that's why
we already outnumbered.
Right. We are outnumbered terribly. And it's a shortage on good niggas. So if
for that matter, it's a shortage on good chicks. But anyway, go ahead.
Hey man.
No, that's a whole you're right about that.
One more time so the people in the back can hear that.
So it is a shortage on good chicks. But guess what though? If I'm rolling the dice, you know what I'm saying, I'm better off. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking in. Listen, I could walk into, I can move to Atlanta, Georgia and play with house money. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was a single man, I could go to Atlanta and play with house money because women are outnumbering niggas out there 8 to 1.
Well, shit, you got to make sure it's a woman that you know, because that's the Black gay capital, and
that's a whole nother
drop
topic
that bomb.
entirely. Yeah, that's a whole nother topic entirely. I didn't think
I'm not saying anything negative. I'm just speaking a fact.
No, you're right. You are absolutely right. I'm not saying
clean cut statement on a fact. Because at one point I was plotting on moving to Atlanta. I ain't gonna hold you.
Me too.
I was thinking about moving to Atlanta.
I've been trying to move to Atlanta since August of 2018.
Right.
Go down there and have a lot of fun.
But see, okay.
I had a bad trip down there too.
Listen.
I almost caught a case.
Oh Lord.
But I feel as if that my point of actually saying that was, if you go down there, you know what I'm saying, you better off, you can play with house money. You can more than likely, even if it don't last in a relationship, you can go down there and find yourself. On the other hand, if a woman go the fuck down there, oh, she done lost her mind. Women moving to Atlanta is for escape and not for, trying to find that one. So they'd have to go elsewhere. So my thing is that if there's an issue on the back end, wouldn't it be a little bit smarter for women to kind of play their odds with a situation? Is it smarter? The fuck the dumb shit, man. I'm tired of dancing around the situation. Kelly Q, as the woman on what you call it, would you be in a polygamous relationship to the point where it's like, okay, they already established and you come in as a third. Because since you single now, that makes it easier for you. Don't wait too long.
I think long, think wrong. I think given the situation,
Right.
you know, that it's beneficial for me too. I could do it depending on the dude.
All right, let me ask you.
Because I'm right now I'm at the point where now I'm used to being alone, but I don't have any. I'm an only child. I have no qualms
Right.
on being alone.
Okay.
And if I am with a dude and then he's not around, I know where he's at.
Okay. So
he ain't in my bed. He in her bed. You know exactly.
He's not cheating.
All right. So let's do this. Okay. So question for you.
Now, do I want to do that? No, because I just.
Right. Question though. As a single woman, have you ever dealt with a married man?
Yes.
Okay. At the point that you dealt with a married man, if the married man would have asked you about being involved with him and his wife, y'all moving in and trying to make this work as one functionary option, would it be something that you would consider?
No.
Why?
What if you and the other woman are not sexually dealing? It's just y'all all living in the same under the same.
But that's kind of polygamy. Yeah.
Polygamy is not. That's a threesome.
Yeah.
Right.
And then there's
polygamy,
a lot of people look
the women
at it.
The women don't deal with each other.
They call that a throuple.
Sexually.
They call it a throuple when you do that. Yeah.
Right. The women don't deal with each other sexually in polygamy. They only fuck him.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Being that I have found myself unwittingly in that situation, if he asks, then the answer would be no, because of the way that it came about.
Explain.
Explain is that
without
he and I were already dealing. And so now you want to bring me into this situation. Your wife is like, oh no, you was already cheating on me with her. Now you want to bring her in the situation.
But what if he actually?
It wasn't a conversation
when he first started dealing with you. What if he let his wife know when he first started dealing with you? He may not let you know that his wife knew, but he actually let his wife know, because that's the kind of relationship that they had.
Why?
I don't see that.
Is it something?
I don't see that. Just like we were discussing last night. Just like Shan was discussing last night about a friend of hers.
Right, she had a friend. Right.
Wound up in a situation and was trying to make the husband happy.
Right.
That's the way I feel that would happen. Because this is not something they discussed from the gate. He was already doing what he wanted to do already.
Okay.
So now you bringing in somebody that you was already doing with what you wanted to do with from the gate. So that puzzle piece doesn't fit.
But wouldn't a situation like that happen most of the time like that anyway? Wouldn't it? I don't really see people strolling around, you know what I'm saying,
lifestyle.
Looking to get into a relationship.
Well, see, here's the thing.
With two other people.
There's a thing called lifestyle people.
And I just want to say, sidebar, it's not that I walked in knowing that he was married. I found out.
Yeah, so you're off the rip, you didn't even know he was married.
Right.
So that was part of the thing because you didn't even know off the rip that he was even married.
Right.
So if you had known that he was married when you first met him, first started dealing, you would have slept off in the first place. Understandable.
But what if he said, "Look, I'm married," you know what I'm saying, and she understands that I do what I do, and you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to make it's an automatic no? I just think, to me, I find it weird.
Like my thing is if somebody stepped to me and said, I have an open marriage.
Right.
And I can do what I want to do as long as I don't bring anything home.
Right.
I want to hear it from her.
What does she
And
tell
so
you?
what if you
I,
hear
don't,
from
I
her?
don't know.
So what if you hear from her?
Because niggas lie.
So
Niggas
what if
lie,
you hear
niggas
from
lie.
her?
We passed that point. What
So
if
what
you
if you
hear
hear
it
it from her?
Right, right.
If I hear
What-
from her, then we all on solid ground.
Okay.
So
So
you with the shits then?
so you with the shits. All
So
right. But see, okay, so it takes
you
me back
need
to my
that
original
verification
point.
from the other woman.
But it
Yeah.
takes me back to
You
my
need that
original
verification.
point.
Because on my thought process, if she's letting him do what he wants to do, then she's doing what she wants to do.
Not necessarily.
That's not
I
true.
know that's my thought process.
That
But
shit
As a
goes.
woman,
No, that's not
guess
true
what?
though.
Guess what? You're
What?
not a woman. You're not a
No,
woman.
No,
I'm
And
not.
I'm
You're
trying
right.
to tell you. I'm trying to tell you.
I'll
And
speak.
I'm not saying that she may have another dude on the side, let alone another chick on the side. But
Okay.
she's doing what she wants to do.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. But this is
That's
my
all I'm
thing.
saying.
My thing is that I'm just talking about
That
okay.
she's giving him leeway
Mhm.
to do what he wants to do so that she can have leeway to do what she wants to do.
But I've personally known lifestyle couples who the wife won't. Actually, one I was who both wanted to bring me into the fold. The friend who I was cool with, the female friend who I was cool with, who basically they basically wanted to bring both of us into the fold and make it basically like a double couple type of situation.
Okay.
Right.
Even though me and the female weren't even together.
A quadruple.
Yeah.
It's called a quadruple.
Yeah.
It's quadruple. You're right. Quadruple.
No, ironically, I mean, you have those who like when I would go to lifestyle like events, clubs. We got. I told you it's two. Actually, it's 3 clubs here now in Philly.
Oh Lord.
But prime example, we're over in Jersey at Sin City, right?
Mhm.
And I would say it was more like 65% white, 35% black.
Okay.
So it's a little different feel.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the black guys were not allowing their wives to play, but the wives were allowing them to play.
Were the black guys younger?
That night, yeah.
I think
I say 30s, 30, 20, 30, 40.
All right, so what? And the white guys are mostly were 50s.
The white guys, you had some young, but you had a whole lot. Man, I ain't gonna hold them. White couples had a crazy orgy downstairs in one of the areas, man. And that shit stank, man.
All right, let's wrap this up.
stink?
Let's wrap this up.
Jesus Christ! But
it smelled like old cows and pigs
what we're not
and
going to do.
goats.
What we're not going to do.
Man, all right, so polygamy to polygyny. Now this is taboo to most men and whatnot because, like I said before, I think it's wrong. I think that it's a shortage of niggas. But so okay, you with a nigga, and you meet another nigga, and your man is with this other dude coming into the fold as the second husband, the second man, the second provider, the second, you know what I'm saying? So how would you feel about that?
So I'm with a dude.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to clarify.
Yes.
I'm with a dude.
It ain't complicated. Yep, you with dude.
And I meet somebody else and I want to bring him into our home.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And he's and your man's
and my
with
dude is with the shits.
He's with the shits.
Let's go. Let's go.
So are you looking, but here's the question. When it happens, are you looking for the variety that comes out of the sexual situations, or are you looking for everything else involved? Yeah. You're looking more for the sexual variety.
I'm looking for the financial, emotional, and sexual benefits. I just want to be pleased.
But that's understandable. Women do. I mean, everybody wants to be pleased, but my thought process is,
and there may be a way for him to please me that he hasn't quite mastered. So instead of trying to teach him how to do it, he already knows how to do it.
Do you think
happy joy? Do
you think
that's a Leo woman right there?
Do you think that it's which one do you think is better? Now, don't even speak from the side of being a female, because females always gonna say the polygyny, but just the actual thought process.
Well, females are probably not always going to say polygyny. Don't say that.
All right, so
We're
let me
not
ask
gonna
you.
go down
All
that
right,
road.
all right,
Just ask Kelly about
Kelly Q. Polygyny or polygamy for the long haul for the win.
monogamy.
Get the fuck. That's not an
What you
option.
say?
I said
That's
monogamy.
That's not an option when we talk about.
You said-
All right,
You
but
said you
that is an
asking
option.
me.
No, I'm lying.
No, he's
That is
saying
that's
one
an
or the
option.
other.
That's
one
an
or the
option in
other
polygamy. You could be in
for
the
the long
monogamous
haul.
to two people.
For the duration, for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Which one would it be?
Oh my God.
The tubers are watching.
The fact that you have to think about it means that's the
No, I'm
reason
not thinking
why
about it. It's
polygamy
cracking my
is
head.
better.
Mm-hmm.
The
She's
fact,
gonna
and that's
answer.
For me,
because a nigga say all day long, I take two women.
right, but they don't realize the drama that's going to come with
Oh hell
two
no, I
women.
wouldn't want two
Because
wives. Are you fucking
right,
kidding me?
here's the thing
Ugh.
with two wives, you dealing
Hey, when
with
I
two
was younger,
periods.
when I was a little younger,
You dealing with two menstrual
I
cycles.
thought it might have worked
You
with my
dealing
baby
with two
moms,
people
but
on
not
PMS.
on the same aspect, but just having them under the same roof, so it'd be easy to take care of both and make sure my kids were close and raise my kids.
Man, fuck all that. No,
No,
fuck all
I
that.
actually, no, I actually,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
But I can say this because the fact that the relationship I was in with my my youngest daughter's mom, I had free reign to go play, and it was just you don't bring nothing back.
But that's different.
Yeah,
That's different. That's not what we talk about. That's not what we talk about.
No.
What was you gonna say, Kelly?
No. That's why I said
I was going to say, with men, they want to say, two women would be great,
Right.
but you don't take into consideration that you're dealing with two women.
Mm-hmm.
You're dealing with two menstrual cycles.
Yeah, men just want to fucking
And
threesome.
if-
They don't
and
want to
if-
fucking.
And the fucked up shit is they gonna end up getting on the same cycle, living under the same roof.
Exactly.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Which
That shit,
means for at least 1 week,
Mhm.
because you would think, okay, if she's on her cycle,
Nope,
then I can
sync up.
take that. No,
Sync up.
women sync up. Like at my job, we sync up. We sync up. So next,
I was going to say something, but I ain't gonna I ain't got no.
We've been around each other. A lot of us have worked there for at least 4 or 5 years. So we've been around each other so long that our cycles have linked up. If I'm on, then here comes that next coworker. Here comes that next coworker. We be like, and this is not what you're taking into consideration, which is why if I had to pick for me, and I'm not speaking for every woman, I'm speaking for me.
Kelly Q.
Right.
Women would not have to deal with that with men because men don't have those situations.
Q says he gets a period.
I think that's where you're wrong.
Right,
Kelly.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing. You may get an emotional. I'll say men get an emotional period. They get a time, a month where they're just off.
Okay.
But it does not affect you.
I'm always
physically.
off.
It does not stop you from doing things physically. There's nothing coming out of your body.
Right.
That stops you from
we want to come out of our
being physical with your mate.
No, understandable. But I honestly think that's just the gravy on this in the pause, like no pun intended. But that's the gravy.
That's the bonus.
Right. That's the bonus part. The whole
you're
thing.
Not technically you're not cheating.
Yes. Exactly. It's a monogamous 3-person relationship.
Yes.
Right. I am faithful to A and D. I'm not. I don't have enough energy to deal with anybody else.
But see, women think that shit's sweet. Y'all think it's sweet until you get 2 sets of that extra testosterone in the house. When two niggas both want to grab the guns.
They want it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember, there was a show on HBO called Big Love.
Oh, I remember Big Love. I watched the whole show. Right. I used to love that shit.
And it was a man and he had 3 wives. The guy from Twister, I can't think of his name, Bill Paxton. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Bill Paxton. And basically, the way the house was set up was from the outside, it looked like 3 different houses.
Right.
Wife A, wife B, wife C. But there was a connection in the back that he could walk through all 3 houses.
Absolutely.
So technically,
separate entrances.
Technically, they don't have to be in the same house to be in the same house.
Right. I
If you
think
set it up right.
we're gonna wrap this up. I think that, and I'm gonna tell you this, I feel like polygamy, and this is coming from a man. I feel like if you're gonna try anything, polygamy would be a better option because of the simple fact that I think that, for one, it's slim picking on niggas, good niggas. You know what I'm saying? For two, that I think that women are willing to put up with more than men are because they don't have as much of an ego. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, they're able to do, you know what I mean, figure something out. And I think that in the long run, when you start talking about them incomes and taking care of children and raising empires and being just being of kings and queens, I feel as if that, boom, you get you one man that know how to hold shit down, and two women that there's 2, 3 women or whoever, how many ever that support him, and you know what I'm saying, and he's able to take care of their needs on, you know what I mean, on the sidebar of that and whatnot, and they bringing in this money and whatnot. I feel like, I ain't gonna hold you, I feel like that's kind of a key to black wealth. You know what I'm saying? We damn sure ain't gonna dabble into that. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I mean, it's just,
Say the same for a woman.
I'm gonna say Abraham. I'm gonna say David.
no,
I'm gonna say Solomon.
he's going biblical. He's going
done went
biblical. He's going biblical, folks.
I went historical.
Step
I
back.
went historical.
Step back, fade away.
I went historical.
Right.
All I have to say is this man don't have no drink in him today. He on fire.
Nah, that's what it is. That's what it is. Nigga,
Fire.
step back.
He drinking coffee.
Shit. We just, the second quarter, that nigga got 40.
My cup and make my cup.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
But
I
that's
just been drinking ginger ale.
good shit. And I think everybody's sober right now. And so here's another
the most soberest podcast ever.
I know this is definitely the most soberest podcast ever. Check this out. All right. So let's move on to this for 1 second and whatnot. Because, all right, we normally would have, like, you know what I mean, 2 topics, but that was the fan topic, and we're going into a topic that I wanted to discuss before we get to the top 5, right? My sister-in-law said something last night. Even my wife said something last night. Matter of fact, Kelly, you said it last night or whatnot. When you was talking about
maybe all the women said it last night.
Because I said
Monica wasn't saying much nothing though.
Well, you know, yeah. But
Monica was taking sips though.
Monica texted me for 45 minutes after, you know what I'm saying, we got what you call it, because that's how Monica is. Monica likes to she'll give
it was a joke. It was a joke.
No, bro. Monica's gonna come on the show. Monica's gonna come on the show. She's gonna come on the podcast. She's gonna talk to us. Monica has a lot to say. Monica, and I'm gonna break it back out, is a woman of a certain age. Boom. Yes. Now, because she said I'm a man of a certain age, goddamn it, Kelly. So now I'm gonna break it back out. Is Kelly frozen? Oh no, she's not frozen. She just giving me the anyway, right?
Did you like the way that went up?
Nice and slowly.
So, but no, so yeah, she's definitely gonna be here. But so I said something. I said the truest to the game fact ever. And you're really not supposed to say this to women because women ain't trying to hear this shit. But I said the old moniker.
You see my arms?
I said it. I said, you know, what did I say?
You said what?
New pussy is the best pussy. That's what I said.
No.
Say it with your chest, little nigga.
I said new pussy is the best pussy. That's what I said. I said the best pussy is new pussy. That's exactly what I said. I said it.
It seemed like her face had been frozen for like a half an hour. When you said that, man, you have to be right there at the top of the middle of my screen. She was like...
Then I started getting text messages. Stop. Don't say it. Don't say. I said, listen.
I caught that one because I couldn't stop laughing off that shit.
But I said it because I just got tired. One thing that I get tired of is that women have this thing and whatnot where they like to diagnose men with the reason why they are a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I want women to stick to a certain moniker of life and of relationships and kind of build off that. That's, you know, remember when I was talking before about people that I can't stand that give you that that come on, that be on Facebook dropping them relationship knowledge memes and all that shit. I hate that shit with a passion. And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I hate that shit with a passion is because they full of shit. Most of them are single. They don't know nothing from nothing, and they just it be what it be. So when they say some shit, I'm sitting there like, yo, if y'all don't cut the dumb shit, you don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Tell me this our egg with a butthole.
Right. Every woman needs a man that's gonna grow her, cherish her, and be clean to her. And if you can't do that, you don't need me. And I hate. And it'd be like a line.
Well, I told you how I feel about that stuff now.
I hate that shit with a fucking passion because I'm like, yo, it shows a level of not only selfishness because you have this thought process in your mind. It also shows selfishness, and it shows immaturity, and it also shows non-understanding of anything because you're not you feel as if that thing should be a certain way. When you see something, you want to go off of that. At the end of the day, when I say something like new pussy is the best pussy, and women like, oh no, like
Well,
coming from a married man that can tell you some shit like that and whatnot. I'm telling you what these single niggas is out here, how they moving and how they
you ain't getting
thinking.
none last night, did you? After that comment,
Yeah, I ain't getting none.
Just
But
passed
listen,
out anyway.
but that's my whole point though. When I think about it, I'm like, yo,
I got plenty
trying to
to
learn you motherfuckers something. Women need to start listening to when niggas say shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to understand that when a nigga say this, you can be like, what the fuck does that mean? Instead of just saying, oh, you niggas is, oh, you're afraid and you're immature. We know this. Niggas is insecure and immature. This is a foregone conclusion. If I could get a tattoo on my neck that say insecure and immature, I would say that. It's a given. You know what I mean? It's a prerequisite as a man to be insecure and immature. We the only niggas that's 60 and still we talk about, oh, we
Still
don't talk
making
about child's,
babies.
yeah, making babies and talk about child's games all day
I
and
ain't
whatnot.
making
Like
no damn babies
football.
at 60.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
I'm done now.
So here we go.
About to turn 40.
First part of this. Old pussy versus new pussy. Men.
All right.
Well, like we
say something,
discussed
nigga. Say
last
something.
night,
Fucking
I
say
think
something.
it's completely opposite for women.
I'm about to switch this.
That's what we was gonna get to. That's the reason why I'm gonna separate it. Huh? I want him to talk about it for a second.
As males, we were always raised to basically think and believe that new pussy is better than old pussy because of the fact, hey, it's something new about it. Most people, period, believe new shit is always better than old shit unless they cherish the old. And I don't mean to say shit in the aspect of sex, but hey, we grown folk and we having a grown ass conversation.
Right.
So males, we're more likely to cheat with something new, and that's usually how we get caught. Women, on the other hand, it was something about the way Tyrone used to hit it from the back and grab my motherfucking wig or choke her right, you know what I mean? So she remember that. And Tyrone may have a girl, this, that, and the other, but guess what? She knows she used to do a little thing with a trick with a throat and all the rest of that, and Tyrone the sucker for that shit. So, when she send that text, Tyrone gonna slip out, you know what I mean, and bend her back real quick. We not gonna recognize that shit. So they'll go for older, something that they remember, because again, as
something they don't have to train.
Again, right, exactly what I was getting ready to say.
Here's the thing.
We don't worry about training.
Right. You in and out.
Be in for a while.
That's because most women don't do much of shit anyway.
We don't listen. And this is why I brought that other topic up. And we didn't really dig into it like we were supposed to dug into it about how do you tell your mate how you want to be pleased orally. We don't really tell our females, yo, I want you to suck it this way and grab it and play with it. You know what I mean? Make sure you get the balls, this, that. We don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
We really don't. And if there's a man tell me, yeah, I tell every female exactly how I like my dick sucked, he was a motherfucking liar. Women, on the same hand, don't usually verbally tell us how they like to get their coochie ate. What they will do is, if we close to the right area, they'll move us. They'll try to adjust either themselves or us to get to the right spot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's how but that's their way of teaching or guiding. But they really don't want to have to deal with that shit. If they dipping off, they want a motherfucker that already know what the fuck to do, how it's supposed to be done. So they gonna go get some old shit. You know what I mean? And pop back in the crib. You know what I mean? Take their shower, be back in, like they ain't never motherfucking left. All while we out the club with our boys, you know what I mean? Looking for some new cat, you know what I mean? and hope we get that, and then we fuck around and get up in it and fuck around and come in 2 hours later than we supposed to. So now here's the red flag, and our dumbasses is caught.
All right, so here we go. Yeah.
Drop
Okay.
the bomb.
No. You no. I get that. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I want to say about this or whatnot.
I'm scared of new
The reason why with let me give you a bomb. Let me give you a bomb on that. The reason why I say this about new pussy versus old pussy. Okay. When women are very, very.
Here's the thing.
No.
Quantity versus quality.
Well, but see, wait a minute though, Kelly, because this is kind of what I'm getting to. And
it takes a long time for us as males to worry about that or recognize that.
But see, that's what I'm saying. I was talking about this last night. The first thing that I said when they was mentioning it and whatnot, I said, listen, all old dick was new dick at one point. Just like all old pussy was
right, but if I'm dealing with a dude and I go back to something that is now old to me, then that's not new dick. It doesn't even qualify.
But you're still putting it in a different. You're still putting it in a different arrangement. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like honestly, you say, "Oh yeah, it's new to me because I haven't had it in 6 months or 2 years or something like that." My thing is that men are driven off of. You can say, "Okay, I've seen a titty, I've seen an ass, I've seen a pussy, but I haven't seen her titty, her ass, her pussy." And it's the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying?
No, they look different. They look
different. They look different.
They all look different.
But that's the reason why men watch porn, and then what happens is that you can't keep watching the same porn over and over.
I watch porn to masturbate.
But that's kind of the point. What I'm getting at is that's why the reason why you're sitting up there searching for new porn to look at it, whatnot, because you want to see new shit. That's the whole point. You want to see new shit. That's how men are. Whatnot. Men are very visual. Women are not so much visual. Women are not visual. That's the difference and whatnot. A nigga that. Let me ask you a question. You think that you think that many blind men have issues with wanting new pussy?
Ask Ray Charles.
Let me feel your wrist.
Exactly. Let me feel your wrist. But that's what I'm saying. But think about it. Do you think many blind men are like, yo, man, I gotta get me some new pussy or whatnot? You ain't never seen the pussy. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing coming at blind people. I love blind people. You know what I'm saying? People probably have some blind listeners. My thing is that what I'm saying is that men are very, very visual. You ever notice that when a man is
you know how many affairs Ray Charles had?
So what? He was Ray Charles.
You know how many children Stevie Wonder has with different women?
But that's still,
how many times he been divorced because he been messing around with different women?
All right. What about blind Eddie up the block?
I didn't see nothing in him.
What about blind Eddie up the block? How many extra kids he got?
He probably, I don't know.
All right,
He's probably a hoe too.
I'm not saying that niggas can't be hoes, but what I'm saying is that men are visual. Whether like I said before, blind people do find ways for their senses to be what you call. It could be smell, it could be the way that she comes off, she be talking to you, but you still got to be in the fucking vicinity. A man sees a chick in the club like, damn, I'd fuck. Blind men can't do that. You know what I'm saying? He has to see her, he has to be introduced to her, whatnot. So what happens is that women dangle. That's what they do. Men see it, they go, oh shit, she's bad, I'd smash. Women see the same nigga. You'll see the same bald head, goatee nigga walking.
And we wonder too.
Y'all do wonder, but you probably, at the end of the day, if you want to fuck one of these niggas, you would basically say, you know what? I'd fuck him, and him, because they basically wearing the same shit and they look the same. They all look like the majority of Q dogs. They got bald heads with goatees and whatnot, and that's the move. You know what I'm saying? Or in your instance or whatnot, it'd be, you know what I'm saying? Okay, he's thick brown skin, he's thick light skin, he's thick chocolate. You know what I'm saying? And then guess what? I'd probably fuck any one of them or whatnot. But all in all, women hold themselves to a different standard. Men is just like, man, look, man, ain't one of these.
Here's the thing: we can't let everybody hit.
You can't.
And they'll say who they would want to.
Right.
They decide within the first 15 minutes, if even that, if they actually gonna fuck a nigga. Real shit.
Very true.
While us, we first looking like, damn, yeah, I do this, I do that. It don't be till like the next day, 2 weeks, whatever.
That's all y'all thinking.
Cook.
Because men is so greedy and gluttonous and whatnot. If she come in
quantity versus quality.
But see, for men ain't thinking about that shit. You know why? Because men create most of the quality anyway. If you met a chick off bet and you found out that she was giving up the best head and she had the best back shot in the world, you'd be like, damn, I gotta call this bitch again. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, women are thinking on a different vibe because they like, well, this nigga not gonna know what to fucking do. But the moment that she would give the nigga a chance, and all of a sudden, now that she puts the new dick into the catalog, like, oh, okay, this nigga did know what to do. That's the whole point of it is that women, you're living by your standards when it comes to it. That's the reason why I say what I say. When men say this, it's because men have to whip out all their tricks. Women have to hold shit back. That's all it is. Women have to hold shit back. Like I can't.
But here's the thing with women.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that.
With women, certain men bring out certain things out of her.
Okay.
You could be with this woman, and she does a little thing for you, But then she meets somebody else. Y'all break up, whatever.
Okay.
She meets somebody else, and she's just willing to try everything. She's putting on new moves that she's never done before because it's some kind of light switch that turns on to her from him. So it's finding that puzzle piece A that goes to puzzle piece B.
It's that vibe and that connection.
Yeah.
It's that vibe and that connection. And I can. Here's a funny fact. Almost any woman can squirt. Almost every woman can squirt. It takes the right person
to bring it out.
Bring it out. So many times. I mean,
that's why you'll hear women say, "Oh, I didn't even know I could do that."
That's very true.
Next subject.
So no. All right. Before we cap this off, I know.
No, I'm getting hot because I have a heating pad on my shoulder.
See, I had to take mine off.
Yeah, that's I know. Yep, she said that too. Yep, that's what they did. Yeah, but listen. So, no, but the one thing that I want to say before we cap this off or whatnot, I want to give credit to men for this situation. This is how it works. Because men are hunters, we always say this and whatnot. Think about a lion in the jungle.
That's why go for
right. Think about a lion in the jungle, okay? Remember the moment I remember seeing some shit. Remember that video that they showed where the female lions do a lot of the hunting. And it was a whole bunch of wildebeest running past. And it was a whole herd of wildebeest running past, and the female lion is sitting there trying to pick out which one that she wants. And the male lion ran up behind her like, bitch, what are you doing? And just tackled one and took it. The whole thing is that perfectly describes exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. At the end of the day, men is about the tackle. Yeah, exactly. The women is the hunters sitting up there trying to pick out which one. This nigga like, if you don't grab one of these fucking wildebeest, he is 2 foot from your face.
I'm hungry too.
Yeah, let's get this motherfucker and go. You could have got 2 of them by now. But that's the whole point. So that's what I mean by because men are the hunters, that's the way that they move. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the new is the new. You know what I'm saying? And if she's good, then men put her on a roster or put her on a stable. But
she get a replay.
If she trash, it is what it is. Women is like, I'm living for the last nigga. Listen, every nigga ain't the last nigga. And who's to say that nigga want you back? I know some people last night was like, well, that nigga always gonna want this. All right, you know, you feeling.
No, not exactly. I mean, I know some people that have dealt with each other.
Right.
Like I have a couple of friends where I'm friends with him and her that they met each other years ago.
Right.
And off and on for like maybe the last 15 years. Not so much in a relationship, but just comfortable in that situation.
When it goes down, it goes.
When it goes down, it goes down, and it goes down for a few months, and then they fall back and go on with their lives, and then maybe they run into each other, and it starts back up again.
Right.
Remix.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not always men going back to trying something new, but they know that something works.
Men are
for
hunters.
That moment.
Men are hunters. You tackling it. Even if you put it like this, if a man is hunting and he's looking for the new, and you wounded one, you know what I'm saying, in the same herd, you know what I'm saying, a few months back, and that one is running kind of slow, and you like, oh yeah, that's the one that I took a bite of but got away. You know what I'm saying? You, all in all, if you can't get the new one, you're going to go to the other one. That's why men get beer goggles. That's the reason why at the end of the night in parties and in clubs or whatnot, niggas is looking for whatever. Hunters.
Hunter
no bullshit, no waiting. You know what I'm saying? But That was a great look. Check this out, though.
I'm scared, and I want to say it again. I'm scared of new pussy. New crazies. Because I know what I do. And I'm faithful. Because black men don't cheat.
Black men don't cheat. This is all hypothetical. All hypothetical. I gotta find a way to shorten this, so we gotta play the whole intro.
You just gotta go to the part where he say top 5.
I know, but that's what I'm gonna have to put it in another app and actually make it. You know what I'm saying? You know.
It started raining, so I had to let the damn dogs in. These little
Oh yeah,
motherfuckers.
It's coming down, man.
Oh,
that's
shit.
what he get. I told the little.
They all in the building. They both in the building, huh?
Hey, poop.
All right, folks. All right. Kelly Q. Let us know what the top 5 is for the day.
The top 5, because we actually got to be on our podcast party with some of our listeners, aka family, yesterday. So I thought today's top 5 would be apropos. 5 things most people don't know about me. So 5 things people don't know about you, or at least wouldn't suspect about you.
Secrets.
No, not so much secrets. Because I'm telling you, the things that are on my list,
right?
Random people in my life know one thing or another, but
right.
That most people might not know all of it.
Okay. So. All right. So boom, let's go. Number 5.
In order.
Oh, you know that. Me too. I went in order too. Here we go.
Well, you always go in order. I never go in order. Last week was your birthday gift of me going in order.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm going to go in the order from number 5. And there's only like 2 people in the world that know this about me.
Okay.
I hate butterflies. I'm scared of butterflies. I hate butterflies. Don't want none about.
Why? Who the fuck hates butterflies? You're the devil.
Butterflies?
Who the fuck? Come on.
I hate butterflies.
He's going to fly up on you all prettily. He's going to fly up on you all prettily.
Oh my God, look at that ring.
Who hates butterflies?
I do. Hate them. Will
you like
run.
Little Nicky. You like remember the Adam Sandler movie Little Nicky?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Where he had to touch it when he got the godly power and he touched shit and it turned to butterflies. That's terrible. Who hates butterflies?
Hate butterflies.
You hate ice cream too, you sick bastard. You hate everything.
No, I don't. I love ice cream.
But really? Butterflies?
I hate butterflies. I hate butterflies. That's why only 2 people in the world know that I hate butterflies.
You hate children playing too? You hate rainbows?
I love rainbows.
Going outside, you hate nice conversations?
Hey, I like to go outside in the rain. It may sound crazy, but I hate butterflies.
But you love caterpillars, don't you?
I hate Oh no! First of all, I hate bugs. Let's just hate bugs.
I can understand.
Let's just say that the Science Museum downtown. I took my son. I guess he about 8 or 9 years old. Took him to the Science Museum, and they had one section where it was flowers and a butterfly camp.
Right.
Even for my son, who I will do anything for, I couldn't do it. I couldn't walk in.
So you don't like dead butterflies either? And that's
I can deal with dead butterflies.
But the live ones freak you out?
Nope. I don't want nothing. Nope.
You need the Lord. Let's go to number 4 because that's bad. Go ahead.
Number 4. I love all kinds of music. I listen to everything. I mean, I listen to everything from R&B, hip hop, rock, pop, heavy metal.
You like death metal?
I can do
Cookie Monster.
I can't do that. Like the devil metal. That's probably the only one I really can't do. But like on my phone, I have Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong. I have Ludacris at the Cha-Cha Slide. I mean,
right.
Sam Cooke, Otis Redding. I know words to songs that my mom grew up on, and I'm singing a song, and she's like, "That's what they're saying." I'm like, how did you not know that? You grew up on that song. She's like, I always thought they were saying this. I was like, no. I was like, but I actually listen to this music. This is the music that my parents, had around me growing up. Sister Sledge, the Beatles, White Fudge, Rolling Stones are in my phone. David Bowie's in my phone. Just being open. I think one of the best things that could have happened to me growing up was MTV. Because at the time when MTV was on, when I was growing up, everyone didn't have BET yet.
Right.
BET was almost like HBO. You had to call
I
in and order
MTV
it.
Grind was the shit.
This is way before that. This is when MTV just played everything.
Okay.
So when you watched it, you saw Bon Jovi, you saw Madonna, you saw Cyndi Lauper, whoever, Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
Everybody got a Guns N' Roses song that's their, joint.
Right.
And then they had Yo MTV Rap. So you got to see everything on one channel. And then as cable expanded, that's when you started getting BET and all the different channels. And then you could focus what you listen to. So I think the generations that come under me don't get to experience that variety of music because they have so many channels. They can just sit on the channel that plays the one type of music that they like instead of being exposed to.
So you talking
everything.
about before even Yo MTV Raps?
Yeah. She's talking about, and she froze. You all right?
Yeah, that was definitely what's
correct. I want to say had to be 88, 89 because that's I connected with a trip in my life, and I remember that was 88, 89. Right. And when I was in California over my godmom's house, she was like, "Do we have to watch Yo MTV Raps again?" Because it was just like, "Oh my God, they actually playing my music."
Right.
So you get excited to watch that. But
well, that's good. That's a redeeming quality from your ass hating butterflies. All right, what's number 3? Jesus Christ.
Number 3. I am a movie and a TV addict of like movie and TV trivia addict. So most things like when you talk about, okay, this was on Martin, this on Living Single, Saturday Night Live, whatever, 9 times out of 10, I could tell you, if I can't tell you the name of the episode, I can tell you what happened in the episode.
Right.
Almost like word for word. It's just, I'm like that too. It's just my small addiction, but that also goes to being an only child.
Yeah.
Have much to do. And in days like this, what you gonna do? You're gonna sit in the house and watch TV.
Yeah. So, no, I'm like that too. I'm definitely like that. I can agree.
And like my music, I watch almost anything. It's not just one particular genre of entertainment as far as movie and TV. Like TV, if it's a good story, I will watch it.
Right.
If it's from the 40s, it's from the 50s, whatever. If it's a good story, I will watch it.
Dang, I like that.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Number 2, I love documentaries on Black history in Egypt, specifically. I like documentaries, period.
But why Black history in Egypt so much?
Black history, I went to an all-Black elementary school. I went to a private school.
Okay.
So we were really given a foundation of our history. Black History Month wasn't just February. Black History Month was every month while you were in school. From September to June, we learned something. We had to write a report on something. We had to act out something, whatever. Egypt, I just have some kind of special connection with Egyptian knowledge because that's where we come from. Egypt is a part of Africa, no matter what they try to show on TV when they do these movies, and everyone is super fair skin.
Yeah, you mean the light skinned Egyptians?
Right.
The light skinned Egyptians from Africa.
Exactly.
I hate that shit so much.
It's just like I feel some kind of connection with it. I don't care what it's about. Cleopatra. If it's on, I will watch it. Cleopatra, Nefertiti, King Tut, Tutankhamun. All of them. I'm
Say
going to watch it.
it again. Say
Tutankhamun.
say it real. Say it fast 3 times.
Tutankhamun.
All right, and number 1.
Number 1, for at least the last 10 years, I've been working on my family tree.
Oh
My
wow.
genealogy of my family tree. Since my grandmother passed. Matter of fact, today is the 10-year anniversary of me burying my grandmother. So
Oh wow.
from roughly about this time for the last 10 years, I've been working on my family tree from ancestry.com. And I've actually met family members that I didn't even know existed, and I'm real close to some of them now because they live here in Philly. But on my dad's side, which is my dad's mother that I buried, on my dad's side, the only people that I ever knew were my dad, his siblings, his parents.
So is the goal to get to know your family, or do you want to make some sort of
goal is to
archive of this?
Right. The goal is to actually get to know where I come from.
Right.
For at least what I started this, if this 10 years ago, I was 33. As of 33 years, I thought my grandfather was the only child.
Oh shit.
I come to find out he had an older sister and an older brother.
Oh wow. Okay.
They had the same mother but different father. They didn't find out until they were early 20s that they existed.
Wow.
It's a lot.
I need to do my family tree. I need to do some shit like that.
My grandpa didn't find out when his brother, who I actually have one of my middle names come from, until he was 24.
Yeah.
My mom.
It happens.
It happens, and like
it happens a lot, man.
I actually found them, but they have already passed. But I seriously just missed meeting them. Like one passed in 2007, one passed in 2010. So had I found them any earlier, I could have actually met them and got some stories as to why. Like my great aunt, which is my grandfather's sister, her name is Ruth Denby. She was raised by her aunt, not her mother, my great grandmother. She was raised by her aunt here in Philadelphia. She went to college. She went to Howard University. Pledged AKA at Howard University.
Oh wow. Okay.
Her one of her sons is a doctor. Her other son is a high-ranking person with the United States Postal Service. So it's just like this is family, and I want to get to know you because I don't know anybody on that side. Like I know my grandmother, her people, which are the Franks. I know more of them than I do biologically my paternal side.
Right.
So that's what I've been doing, and I actually found my grandfather's first cousin, who's still alive, and then her children. And I go over there for Christmas, Thanksgiving. I mean, they call me because technically they are Quintons because she's a Quinton, but she married, and that's why they have their last name, but they do act like Quintons. And one of the first things they asked me was like, they called my cousin Carol to call me and say, ask her, does she drink? Does she want anything to drink? And I was like, I'm a Quinton. They was like, she drinks. Because that's the right statement. I had never met them, but that's something that they say as well. I'm a Quinton. I drink, I sleep, I drive. The 3 things I do as a Quinton. So when I met them, it just fell in. And then when my cousin, we just had like this whole big meeting where I got to meet everybody. When my cousin Carol's husband came in, my mouth dropped. And I had to tap my son and I said, look at him. And I was like, who does he look like? And my son looked, he had his headphones on or whatever, and he looked up, he's like, oh my God, he looks like Pop Pop. My cousin Gerald is my father's twin.
Oh wow. Okay.
My cousin, like
Right.
down to his hands, down to his
Well,
nail
like
bed,
well, like not no, it couldn't be
literally,
literal twin, huh?
like literally, like Patty Duke kind of twin cousins. If you'd have
right,
saw
right.
them,
Mm-hmm.
you would think that my cousin Gerald is my
Mm-hmm.
dad's brother outside of my uncle Lenny. That really is my dad's brother.
Okay.
Same complexion, same height, same goatee,
Right.
nail bed looked the same. Like I held his hand
Mm-hmm.
almost that whole day because he looked just like it was just like being with my dad again. So
That's cool. That's
it was
cool,
cool.
man. I need to do some shit like that in my life.
And I'm willing to help. It's real easy to do.
All right, well, put me on to
Yep.
that. Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely do that.
that's remember when I had to go down to Florida in 14, the year of my accident. When I went down early, I went down for my granduncle's funeral.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fortunate because when I went down then, that was the last time I got to see my uncle because I ended up going back down there in the July for his funeral.
Right, right.
I mean,
You told me
and
that.
it was fortunate because same token what you're going through, you know, I got to meet some of the Felder side because my mom's dad's side of the family, I really don't know. That's the Felder boys. All I really
Right.
know about is the Hankerson, and
Right.
that's even limited with that. And
Right.
Well, we'll get up with you, Kelly, and whatnot, because that's
Yeah.
definitely something we're gonna probe to. All right, so all right, Ruff, top 5.
that was one for
That was my
Yeah, that was one. That was
Okay.
it. Mm-hmm.
Guess what?
What? You put them in
Oh,
order?
he wrote it down 2 weeks in a
Wrote it
row.
down.
Lord.
Go ahead. Let me see. Let me hear it.
All right. You know what's funny? I ain't gonna say it's gonna be in the actual order. I did put in the order, but it really ain't that order.
Okay.
Top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Most people really don't realize. Before I dance, model, and even honestly, when I first get ready to go DJ, I'm still nervous.
Oh wow.
I'm still nervous before I perform.
I know a lot of people.
And I've been in entertaining almost all my life.
Mm-hmm.
But
if you're
Still
not,
get you
I
still
would
get
say that,
butterflies.
yep, you're not. If you're not nervous, you ain't alive, and that's how I feel, especially when you're doing it in front of
still
people.
get a little nervous,
Mhm.
and then it's like, all right, let's go, let's
I
get
hear
to
that.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But you let that nervousness build you.
put my own battery in my back. Time to go to work.
Yep. Now, I can
You know what I
understand
mean?
that.
Let's clock in. I'm going in.
Yep, I can understand that. I know people that perform for 50,000 people, and then still get nervous. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I perform for a few thousand, and I get nervous before we do the podcast. And this is something that I can control. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as, because it's not live, and it's still one of those things and whatnot, because I feel as if that you got to get loose.
We're getting harassed about that, about being able to be live.
Oh yeah, well, we'll figure it out. There is a way. I know people that actually do podcasts via Facebook Live, and they're able to record. So I'm gonna figure all that out. I'm gonna get that together, and maybe that's something that we can do. I don't really want to do the entire podcast live because I think it defeats the point of being able to stream it when you want to. You know,
Right.
some people be like, I missed it, but I think that it is a benefit to be able to do that though too. But I don't think that we should give them the whole podcast. Yeah. All right, number two.
Unless we were putting on a show.
Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What I always looked up to about my great grandparents is their relationship, the kind of relationship they had. And so that has always been, quote unquote, my goal for my relationship. It ain't within my present relationship, but I think that's been, in some ways, been kind of a holdback because, you know, like their relationship was just so beautiful. Like, I think it's a goal like that. I think all will want. And I mean, I know they probably had their issues, but I never.
No, they definitely had their issues.
Right.
That's the whole point.
But you didn't see it.
You didn't see it. Right. That's because it's
they
not
handled
for you.
it the way it was supposed to be.
Not for you to see.
Exactly.
Yeah. You can what you do is when you model things like that, when you model, especially with relationships, and I tell people this all the time. If you see a couple and whatnot, or that's doing something the way that you want them to do it, say admire what they're doing, but you can't admire how they do it because you don't know.
Right.
You can only see, you like, you know what, they're together, they're still together, and I admire that.
Listen,
that's all we can do.
He called her mom, she called him pa.
Exactly.
I never heard, honestly,
Now
I
you make me
never
want to
heard,
hear my
either,
grandparents.
I never heard
Mhm.
either one of them ever raise their voice. Even when they might have chastised me about something, I never even remember them raising their voice to me about
Right.
it. And it still hit me like, oh, you know what I mean? Because I spent so much
Right.
time with them, especially, you know, from the beginning.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely. That's
um,
cool, man. Number 3, what you got?
Martha, can hear
number
my
3.
granddad now. Martha,
Mhm.
This is
Mhm.
really, really personal. This is really,
Okay.
really personal. Some family members knew, some family members caught on. I was, as a child, I was very, very jealous of my little sister because of the attention that she needed.
Oh, wow.
Because my sister, up until she came, I was the prince of the family. I had everybody's attention.
Mhm.
In Florida, wherever else, in Nassau, the Bahamas, so I had everybody's attention.
Right.
And my sister came. My sister had a lot of issues. She had a lot of problems. She had pulmonary overheat. She was having seizures. She had
Right.
a lot of problems. So she was in and out of the hospital a lot.
Mhm.
She had developmental issues, so she was going to develop late. Even when she passed, you know, she still wasn't walking, wasn't talking, and she passed at 10. You know, she
Right. Right.
was on regular food. You know, she
Mhm.
was still in a diaper. So, but as a child, I was really jealous of that. Um, Not knowing, you know, I had to, you know, some of my childhood had kind of stalled because it was like I had to be big brother. And
Mhm.
a lot of times when I would usually be going out to play, I couldn't go out to play because I had to keep my little sister. So it made
Mhm.
me, you know, jealous of her. And when
Mhm.
she passed,
Mhm.
that shit ripped my heart apart.
Yeah, but you have to understand though too, man. Being young, when certain things that there's a level of immaturity that's just kind of embedded in us. We don't really know any better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It
So
took me a long time to realize that.
right,
But it's a lot of people didn't. Most people don't know too much deep about me anyway. But that's, you know, when people have heard me talk about my daughter, and that's part of the reason why my Kelly, our birthday twin, my daughter name
Baby
is
girl.
Kiara. She's Kiara, named after my sister.
Oh,
Mhm.
You
okay.
know,
Oh,
so
okay.
that one,
That's
that's one.
yeah, nah, man. But that's to say, yeah, that's because that happens a lot of time with people. Like I said, it just comes with maturity. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the
Yeah.
moment when she passed, that's probably a situation that hits you hard because you start to understand
Dude, I was
maybe,
at school. I was at high school. I was still in Florida,
yeah,
ninth
yeah,
grade. My cousin
maybe you.
came pick me up from school, and the
Mhm.
crazy shit is, I was thinking I was still so strong. I was so strong. I was so tough.
Mhm.
No, I actually went to school the next day, and the
Wow.
wrong person said a
Mhm.
joke to me, but they didn't know what happened. It
Right.
was something concerning my sister.
Right.
I didn't even respond. I broke down and started crying.
Right. Right.
Mhm.
Right.
And
Right.
people who knew me was like, "What the fuck?
What
Are
is
you cool?
going
Are you all
on?
right?"
Right.
I
Right.
didn't even say
Right.
anything to nobody at school. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Unless they were actual family and they knew. And so most of them was around me. But
Mhm.
this happened to be a time that I had none of my family members around me. And somebody just, you know what I mean? But
Yeah. No. Listen, dog. I
Yeah.
understand it and whatnot, but that's yeah. But that's real, man. That was a hell of
yeah,
a yeah,
yeah,
something about you. That was
yeah.
crazy. Sorry. So number 2.
Um, Number two, too many times in life I've really cared about the wrong people too damn much.
Mm.
Facts.
Thanks,
Facts.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
I think we
Too
all can
much,
say that.
too
Big
long.
facts. Mm-hmm.
Um, so and with that, it's gonna lead to what really is my number one.
Okay.
I am my biggest hindrance.
Mm.
We all are.
Yeah.
That's the point. We all are.
But I
That's
know it,
everybody's
I
one and
see it,
Mm-hmm.
and right now, right, we like probably like less than 12 weeks, about 13, maybe 13 weeks actually away
Mm-hmm.
from 40.
Right. Right.
And I look at shit. Of course, I have family members who didn't expect me to see nowhere near this.
Right.
Right.
Right. Right.
well,
Especially because of how a lot of my life was when I was younger. And we're not going
Mm-hmm.
to go into more of that because some that we want to, but we don't need to.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel as if at this point, as a father and as a grandfather, and as before even that, as a man, you
Mm-hmm.
know, I should have had more completely solidified now. And I've been the only reason why the shit has not gotten solidified now.
What God has
So
planned for you is planned for you.
it's time to really keep
hey,
putting the wheel to my own ass
everything
shit done.
No.
And I think that goes back to, what we were talking about a week before last of things that you wish you did, things that you wish you didn't do.
Absolutely.
Those are hindrances. And like you said, the shit's in the past. It's not anything that we can do to change that. But what we can do is change ourselves now
Absolutely.
so that we don't have to deal with those same regrets going forward. But everything that we're doing right this minute, right this second, is exactly what we are supposed to be doing, because this is some kind of plan that he has for us that in the long run, when you look back, you're going to be like, oh, I'm so glad I did this. I'm so glad everything worked out, whether I failed, whether I succeeded. Everything worked out the way it was supposed to work out to get me to appreciate this point where I'm at right now.
Right.
So.
Also, run your race. Run your race. You know what I mean? I say that to my son all the time and whatnot, because he needs to hear it. And he needs to understand it. And a lot of people need to understand it and whatnot. There are obstacles, there's competition, you know what I'm saying? But the only thing that you can do is stay in your own lane and run your own race. And what happens is any stumbles that's what happens. We are our biggest hindrance, because all we do is critique ourselves. And when you don't do the right thing, and when you do something that's not in the best interest of yourself, it puts you, it makes you reflect on it, like, man, I should have did this, I should have did that. But at the end of the day, man, all you can do is run your race.
But I state that also in the fact of, yes, we critique ourselves the most. But when we know how to take our right foot, lift it up, place it forward, drop it down.
Yeah.
Take our left foot, pick it up, swing it forward, drop it down. And we sitting there looking at our feet like, why you ain't moving yet?
Because sometimes, man, that's why God put people in your life. Sometimes somebody got to tell you.
And then get frustrated with ourselves like, well, nigga, you were supposed to, but shit, I know, but well, why didn't you? But what you do? Nothing.
Right. Sometimes people in life are there to push you, and that's the whole point. I'm at the point in my life or whatnot where there are certain times where I need to be pushed, because, you know what I'm saying, especially when you feel like you running a race. Yeah.
Can we push each other?
Yeah, what the fuck you think we doing? This is why we here.
I'm so used to always being my own push and to push for everybody else, but I need somebody to push me back.
Dog,
so can we push each other?
This is the reason why we here, bro.
Okay.
This is the reason why we here. This is why we here. This is the whole purpose of this fucking podcast.
Actually, right now, except the kicking ass.
Right, exactly. Nigga, consider this a kick. The fuck up. There we go. Keep moving. You know what I'm saying? And that was your number one, right?
Yes.
All right. So let me go with my top five or whatnot. I'll try not to hinder it, you know what I mean, for too long. We don't get on time. Number 5, I hate a bunch of things jumbled together. If that makes any sense. You ever see like a bunch of nails sticking out of a wall in one place, or a bunch of fucking M&Ms, shit spilled all over the place, like it makes my skin. Or remember when it was putting that cocoon thing on the titties? Oh, you scratching. So I'm not the only one that hate that.
Kelly scratching.
Yeah, when they was putting them holes on the titties and whatnot, and
I can't do holes. I can't do a whole bunch of holes.
That's what I mean. Ew, that's the.
And it's called something. Somebody on my Facebook page.
There's something for that.
It starts with the T.
Oh my! I can't do it at all. Like sometimes, like when I look at the track board that I you know what I mean, that I mix the sound and shit on. I look at it and it has a bunch of knobs that stick up from the I have to like look away from, because I don't like things like a bunch of things protruding, or like a bunch of pits or something like that in one location. It gives me the skeezy. So I'm glad I'm not the only one. I know other people that had before, but when it was putting that what was it, like a locust? It was like a locust flower, and it was putting it on skin. Remember a couple years ago on the internet they were using me. Okay, I'm sorry. That was just nasty. All right, don't want to skeeve nobody out. Okay, but that's my 5th thing. Number 4. Look at, if y'all, anybody that's visually, you can see my hands and whatnot. you know what I mean? And you can see my nails. I want you to look at my nails. See my nails? Okay.
Trypophobia.
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 No, trypophobia.
Mine don't look too bad, but they don't look too good either. That's
the reason why I brought that up about my nails
they clean, though.
I keep my nails, I keep them clean and whatnot, and I kind of keep them longer. I used to be a fucking chronic nail biter.
Oh, wow.
Chronic to the brittle core to where it was almost breaking the skin. Like, and this was like like my grade school years. Yeah, just bite. Yep. I used to bite the shit out of my nails. Bet
you could not eat a bite-sized Snicker.
Like, dog, I used to have like them nasty looking nubby fingers. Like, what the fuck is wrong with your fingers? Why you bite your nails like that? Until a couple times when I was going into high school,
friend, my man.
Yeah, no.
Your friend, my man.
I got metal.
Yeah, keep it handy.
You know why? I got metal splinters a couple times from not being able. Metal splinters. You ever got like it was like paint chips with like metal debris, and I went to grab a door, and the shit slid all the way down, halfway down my finger, and I had to use a razor and toenail clippers to open the skin up to peel it out. It was so nasty because I didn't have the nail to block it. So I told myself, oh no, I ain't never going through that shit again. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, your nails are there for a reason. Your nails are there to protect your fucking fingertips from the elements. It's the craziest shit in the world.
Did I tell you what happened to me?
No, nigga, I don't want to hear right now. Don't tell me a nasty
my toenail.
Story.
No, my toenail.
I broke my toenail.
Some months back. So I had to go to the podiatrist, and they basically, yanked my toenail off.
Okay.
My toenail broke back.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. No, we are not doing that. No, ew, get your fucking feet out of the door. Get your fucking neck. Ew, nigga, your feet, you got dancer's feet too. That shit is disgusting, bro. Ugh. My sister feet like that. I hate, that shit is nasty. Oh my God.
What is your number 3?
Oh, my number 3 is no feet. No. All right. Hold up, nigga. All right, Jesus Christ. He's still doing this shit. Yo, get your nasty ass feet off the camera, please.
Thank you. Please.
Oh my God. That's fucking gross, bro. Oh man. You's a nasty nigga. You's a nasty nigga. Listen. All right.
YouTube, you better eat this shit up.
My number 3.
I'll never show my feet.
Listen, my number 3 is from the time when I was young, from the time when I started having sex in high school, all the way up to, when I was in college, I could never put the condom on the right way. I was always putting it on backwards. When I start to roll it down, I had to catch it and pull it back. You know what I'm talking about? Yo, it was just like one of them things and whatnot. A nigga roll the dice and he always crap out. You will crap out every time. I could never understand, why the fuck do I never catch it on the part where it's supposed to roll? I'm always going backwards with it. It was the weirdest shit in the world, man. I never understood. And I knew that it was supposed to roll down a certain way. It was just almost maybe it was because it was in the dark. I don't know. But the whole thing was
it was in the dark.
It was in the dark. I was always rolling it the wrong way. And what happens is it doesn't roll.
But it was dark.
Right. It doesn't roll that way. So then you have to open it. You have to use 2 hands and start to shimmy it down. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to start and then you get halfway down and flip it because you already stretched it out now.
You gotta pinch and when you pinch the head, you can usually feel. You can feel from the roll off the rip when you first open.
You know what it is? That reminds me of.
You can feel from there.
That reminds me of that reminds me because I still do this sometimes to this day. I write a B as a D and a D as a B. I like a lowercase b. I write it as a D. Or it's just some one of them things. I know, but you understand what I'm saying? It's shit backwards a little bit.
Inverted.
But it's right. It's it's the weirdest shit ever, but it happens. I don't know, but I've never ever, Kelly, you better not reach for that drawer. Oh, I'm about to say, I thought you could be a smart ass and reach for that.
She about to pull out a condom.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let me show you how to
let me demonstrate how you
No.
But
I don't provide those.
I love the female condoms. Well,
said
with
what,
female
Kelly?
comes, you wouldn't have that issue.
You said what?
Huh,
I said with the
nothing. Go
female
ahead.
comes, you wouldn't have that
Oh,
issue.
No. Go ahead.
All right.
Don't worry about it.
My number, my number 2 is I used to, and sometimes still do, have a fucking disdain for certain groups of people.
Okay.
You can call it I don't know if you want to call it a prejudice. I don't know if you want. It is not like a racist thing. It's not like a religious thing. I think it's about the way people act.
Your experience with people.
Yes. But like a strong disdain. Like I don't like people that don't have an idea about themselves. If that makes sense. Like people that don't that when it comes down to it, they're so fucked up and they don't realize that them being fucked up affects people around them. They don't have that in them. That's just like, yo, I did fucked up shit and I can take it on as my own.
We need to just send them and all the fucked up people like on the fucked up island.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and a lot of times what happens is that
all the bleach drinkers.
It's niggas. It's niggas. You know what it is, though, bro. It's niggas and it's ratchets.
Send them Donald Trump.
Here's the thing.
Some fucked up island with some bleach teenies and some,
Yeah, exactly. Some bleach injections and light
Isn't that what Chris Rock said?
You said what?
Isn't that what Chris Rock said?
Yeah,
he's like, I love black people. But boy, he's like, fee, 5, 4 figure, boy, do I
hate a nigga. This nigga said, I do a drive-by from here to Brooklyn. He said, I hate niggas. Like, but that's what it is, man. I have a disdain for shit like that and whatnot. And it bothers me because I don't want to be that way and whatnot. But I end up saying this once a week, and I can't stand niggas.
Yeah.
And it's funny because a lot of the nigga shit, you know what I mean, the shit that I grew up with and some of the shit I be with. Like, I'll be, you know what I'm saying? I'm about, you know what I'm saying, having barbecues and, you know what I mean, being outside and chilling and, you know what I mean, doing things black people do. But when it comes to the niggas and nigga shit, it boils my fucking blood. I hate it so much. I hate nigga shit. So, yeah, and my number 1 is this is a deep one for me. I hated myself until my 30s.
Wow.
I did not like who I was. I didn't like how I looked. It took me a long time to love me. And it wasn't about, I'm talking externally, and it kind of translated to internally because I felt like I had a real big situation because I wasn't happy with who I was on the outside, and it was almost like turning inward. It inverted, you know what I'm saying, and it caused me to be like I said,
curmudgeon.
I can't say curmudgeon because I wasn't old yet, but now my mean shit turned me to a curmudgeon.
Curmudgeon doesn't have to be old. Curmudgeon is the way you act.
But no, a definition I think it's an angry old man is a curmudgeon.
Yeah.
So
I can relate to you on that though, kid.
Mm-hmm.
Because I dealt with so much throughout life.
It's a bad temper person, especially an old one.
Oh, okay,
is the definition, but it's a bad temper person.
Okay.
Mine was more internal.
Yeah.
For most of my life, and
right.
You know, I still deal with issues up here, which I've dealt with most of my life.
Right.
And that's something that a lot of people don't understand about me. Mm-hmm. But entertainment is, I'm living. When I perform, I'm alive.
Right.
When I'm dancing, I'm
things.
Alive.
You have to find your outlets.
When I'm DJing, I'm alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell, right now in this goddamn podcast,
that's right.
I'm alive.
And seriously, I totally agree with Ruffy because I feel like in this podcast, this is truly Kelly.
Right.
This is
Absolutely.
truly Kelly. Because when I'm at work, there's somebody I have to be. When I'm dealing with my son, there's someone I have to be. When I'm dealing with my mom, there's someone I have to be. But here, I can just be who I feel is natural and real for me to be. I can say what I want to say. We can argue about it. We can agree about it. We could agree to disagree about it. But it is what it is. And this is I think truly, if someone wanted to get to know me,
Right.
listening to this podcast is the easiest way.
Absolutely. But that's and like I said, I think that's outlets are really, really a big thing. Outlets. What it is I do so much more smiling and reflecting and understanding and being happy, even in the midst of a quarantine now, you know what I'm saying, than I ever did and whatnot. Like than I've done in years. And it's crazy because you think you would go stir crazy. I got so many things that I want to plan. I got so many things. It's almost like when I get nervous about is this gonna be successful and this, that, it's almost like dog, like I'm trusting in God in order to steer this the right way, and it never fails me. Like I was like, well, damn, what if nobody come to the John last night? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? All of a sudden 15 people show up. Oh, all right, what if, you know what I'm saying? What if nobody listened? Nah. People gonna
Hey,
listen.
I think we
You know
should do that again too. Next Saturday.
We gotta do it. But the thing about that and before we go, matter of fact, I'm gonna steer this directly into the naked truth. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The naked truth is that last night, when we did that, you know what I'm saying, which I will put that up on YouTube because I got the footage of it. And the footage sounds so much better when you listen to it back, because all that shit that sound like muddled noise, you can hear people actually talking. Kind of like, you know what I mean, when on a podcast, but sometimes when one go down, you know, when the sound go down on one and come up on the other. But the reason why, you know what I mean, because I'm looking at how we're going to play this once we start putting out additional content, you know what I mean? And also what it looks like if we ever do a listeners panel or a meet and greet, or take it on the road and go say, okay, boom, we want to do a live show. If we can get 50 bodies in a room, if we can get 100 bodies, 200, 300 bodies in a room for people that are interested in understanding. And I think that to me, that's a formula or whatnot as it grows. Even there were people that couldn't get in because they couldn't figure out how to work their Zoom shit last night. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple homies that couldn't get in and whatnot, or people that came in and left and this, that, and the third. I think that once we build a show formula for something that I think that it will work or whatnot, because we, as the Mr. Know-It-All podcast, have no problem with keeping people engaged. That shit is
easy.
That's almost
That's what we do.
Very easy, like honestly.
And you know this.
Because for the next one, we're going to discuss and we're going to have our games planned out beforehand, because we don't want it to get off
completely
topic.
planned out. They were planned out. They were, we was
winging it last night. We was winging it just to get a taste of the situation.
We had to switch it up.
Right. No.
But we have a special episode coming up in 2 weeks though. Yeah, buddy. We got a special episode coming up in 2 weeks.
3-0. Wow.
I figured, can we do the listeners panel then? Can we do the listeners
panel? Yeah, but you know what?
And here's the thing.
We ain't going nowhere. It looks like we're gonna be still quarantined
because you'll be controlling the meeting. There's a way that you can automatically, people when they come in, you can mute them off the rip, so they can't just automatically just start talking.
I'm going to check the settings, because last night I kept muting Heather and her ass kept unmuting herself. I'm like, what the fuck is going on and whatnot? But that's the whole thing. You like
I got a cheat code.
Yeah, I know something is up, but I'm gonna have to figure it out, because I think it's something in the settings where it's that if I hit mute for
you can control, right?
I can control who's muted and who's not. So we will figure that out. But you know what I'm saying? So I want to thank everybody that did that showed up, you know what I'm saying, to the last night. Even the people that tried to get in, that got kind of turned away at the door, that sucks or whatnot because you couldn't get your sound right or whatever. But that was fun, and we will continue to do things like that. And I just can't wait to meet
a lot of y'all. I'm sorry. She said tell everybody to mute their phones when they first come on.
Oh, okay. Mute them when they first come on.
Yeah, she said when we have them mute their phones, because the girls use that for their for their classes.
Okay.
Their classes.
Okay. Right. All right, that's cool. But
we will work
and that has been the naked truth. But we have come to the time in the show, and now for this week, another tale from the industry featuring our Dot Rada. What do you have this week for the folks out there?
Let me see. Let me see. I think because I started somewhat talking about the situation, we was talking about polygamy and people in lifestyle situations and the lifestyle event. I'm gonna tell a story about, we went to Sin City over in AC some
Okay.
years ago. Me and my friend. Because me and her went to. She took me to everything, man. She went. If I had a night to be free, she basically paid me to be her date for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Made sure, she had that bottle for your boy.
The Courvoisier.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she made sure she had that bottle for the boy.
Right.
And I didn't need to touch my pockets for nothing, besides for contraceptives or my rings, because I would take my ring kit with. Um,
Oh my God.
yeah, I take the ring kit. Yeah, cause listen, in case it was going down, we wanted to go down, go down, go down, go down, go down.
That's a tie off, not a wrap off.
And no, that ain't a tie off.
I know, I'm fucking with you.
No, I ain't a tie off.
I'm not ready.
That's to make
I'm
it
not
more
ready.
interesting. That's
The ring kit. Jesus
Oh,
Christ. Go ahead, please tell a story. Go ahead.
Yes.
So what happened?
So after they have a club that's connected to them, but they also have rooms upstairs. And so of course we already checked in, and there was a couple other couples who she was cool with, who she knew. So after the white people stunk up the area downstairs, I told y'all the white people. Listen, it was like 12 or 13 of the motherfuckers.
Oh, you said stunk up. For whatever reason, I thought you said stuck up. Stunk up.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh no, I'm about to say she jumped up like, oh.
No, it was like.
I was like, damn,
13,
they robbing bitches?
I just want to say a lot of them should have took a shower before they started. Because it was like 13 of the motherfuckers down there.
Oh.
Like a couple cots that was just out and open. But it was a little dark, just going ham. And these are your regular mill looking, some fat, some skinny, some whatever the fuck, mill, So
that video all over again.
We up in the going stairs.
Uh-huh.
And this other two girls come over into our room. So we get into it. Open up the door, because we have a great ass balcony. So you can actually see. So whoever wanted to watch it, you can watch from that way, or actually our room door was open. So I pretty much laid back on the bed and got enjoyed by one of the females.
Okay.
While she was being tasted by the other female.
Mm-hmm.
She was being tasted by the other female. And basically she led to the door. That was how it started. At some point, another one of the guys, my homie, damn it, I can't even think his fucking name right now. But he's a porn star as well. Well, he's a porn star. I ain't a porn star.
No names.
Star.
Yeah.
He ended up sliding to the mix. So it was a good old 2-on-3. With us being the medium, and we had a switcheroo party that lasted for about 3 hours. I ran through about 4 condoms.
Switcheroo.
Yeah, and the rings definitely came all the way into play. I think at one point I had 5 rings on. I wasn't playing no motherfucking games. Shit got real serious that motherfucking night.
Okay.
But ironically, the 2 women that came to join initially, both of them are married swingers. Their husbands were other places playing, but they all knew what was going on. So that way it kind of ties.
I know what you're asking yourself. The answer is yes.
But
I have a nickname for my penis.
Still
What's that?
It's called the Octagon.
I don't know.
But I also nickname my testes. My left one is James Westfall, and my right one is Dr. Kenneth Noiswiller.
That's why shit like that is why I have.
What is that?
I'm sorry, I had to play that because it when you hear the episode back and it makes a lot of sense and whatnot. It says, I know what you're asking yourself. I have a nickname for my penis. It's like it's just yeah. But anyway, it's from Anchorman. But go ahead. What would you say?
Oh gosh, I haven't heard that in forever.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
What you know, some people polygraphy work for them, you know, or just not even if they're not in the polygraphy. You have swinger couples, lifestyle couples, right? That's what they're preferred to be called. You know, both mates can play. With some relationships, it's just one mate plays. You know, the other one acknowledge, the other one. Hell, so the story from Florida, the white couple I met from in Jamaica, they lived on South Beach. Like shit, you know, I'm paying his wife while he's watching. He's in the bed and he has the biggest Kool-Aid smile on his fucking face, and he's paying me. And then they fly me down. Like, come on, you know. For some people it works. For some people it works.
Some people are into that shit.
I didn't mind being a toy, you know, a nicely, you know, compensated toy, for those couples.
Well, on that note,
listen. And some people are very, very, very much into shit like that, dog. Listen, it is what it is, but that has been another tale from the industry. Listen, y'all. Great episode. I want to thank everybody for listening up. Hold on. We gonna have to hold on. Let me just play a little bit of this so we're not going out. But once again, rest in peace to Fred the Godson. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else that has passed away.
You don't know who Fred the Godson is?
You look his music up. You'll like it. It's that hip hop you like. That type of hip hop you like.
I want to. Since we're doing that, I want to say rest in peace to my cousin Kimberly, Natasha Kimberly Walker, who passed away a couple of days ago. She was like adopted into our family, so it's not my biological cousin, but you can't tell me that. You couldn't tell her that.
That's your cousin.
That's my cousin from the door. I know that if I needed, she would have provided. She was with she lived with my aunt for a long time. My aunt didn't have any children, so that was like someone that she took into her life, and her daughter, her granddaughter. That's my fam. That's my fam all day, every day. So just thank God that she the corona didn't. It wasn't corona that she had passed away. She had a stroke, and she had been in the hospital for some time before this happened. So I'm just saying thank you guys for sending your prayers to me, and you know, we're just waiting to hear how we're going to deal with this. But rest in peace to my cuz.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
We've lost a lot. We've lost. It's been people that's been unfortunately passing from coronas. It's been a lot of RIPs. Unfortunately, some of you idiots out here shooting, please cut that shit the fuck out.
Yeah, like why you even shoot anybody? They said Miami had the lowest
children dying.
Yeah,
that's sad.
But you're
supposed to be locked down.
Yeah, just violence during a pandemic. It might be the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, and that's the whole point of it. And honestly, and I want to say rest in peace to everybody that passed away from corona, and I also want to pray rest in peace to pass away anybody that passed away from anything else and whatnot, because it's never a good time to die, but this is a really shitty time to die.
Yeah.
This is because crazy.
Even though people are still dying and not dying of corona, they are still unable to have the family going home service that we are normally used to, being able to see our family and comfort our family, and we can't even touch one another at the time that we really need to be able to touch one another. We need to be able to hold a hand or give a shoulder to cry on, and we can't do that right now because of what's going on in the world.
Yeah, you are absolutely right.
Let me shut up before I start crying. So.
No, absolutely no. Lord bless us all.
I need to figure out how to make. I think I'm gonna start making some outbreak suits. One piece Jones with the helmets and everything.
Yo, I got a whole outbreak suit. Listen, my outbreak suit. You know what my outbreak suit is? I got two of them. No, bro, I got 3 outbreak suits, right? Here's the first one. The first one, it comes with a front door, a back door, 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, you know what I'm saying, and a fucking finished basement. That's my first outbreak suit, right? My second one is a 2016 Hyundai Sonata that rides on 4 wheels with the windows up. I have a couple masks in there too. My third one is a 2017 Dodge Journey. Those 3 things are my biggest outbreak suits. So that when it comes to that, keep your motherfucking ass in the house. Go where you need to go, get in and get the fuck out. Make sure you masked up and gloved.
I got a couple of them. You know, we got those options too.
Yeah, absolutely. But those need to be everybody's clear-cut source of protection.
But we still have too many idiots out here with nut. I mean, and they already said it's supposed to be everybody's supposed to have masks on.
Right,
have to have masks on to go in stores.
Right,
but you still have motherfuckers going in stores and they're looking at you like you're fucking stupid.
Well, I want to say big up to my supermarket that I go to in my neighborhood, because not only are they, you know, they have a line outside to get in. When you get the cart to that first entrance, they have someone in there wiping down the carts.
Yeah, I've been to those
before you even come in, and they have extra security. So you know they have loss prevention, but they actually have, like, I have a friend that does bodyguard work that I used to work with at hotel, and he used to work with our loss prevention at the hotel. He is now doing extra security at the supermarket, making sure that if people are walking around, even the Rite Aid that's around the corner from me, if you are walking in and you have a mask, but you know it's under your chin, like you can't walk in unless you pull that mask up.
Pull that shit up.
You can't walk in if you don't have that mask on. They have security at the supermarket, the neighborhood stores. They are not playing. I want to big up my neighborhood because obviously they are not playing.
And you know what? Big up to everybody that's doing a job, the essential workers out there, and everybody that needs to be out there making shit right, making shit happen and whatnot. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Yes, salute them. Mika's sister, she's actually working in the COVID wing at Temple. She's a nurse.
Oh, God bless.
Big up to the nurses, to the doctors, to the healthcare workers, to the dietary unit, to the.
It sounds like most different.
Yeah, like everybody in that's essential workers out here that's keeping this motherfucker flowing while everybody else is chilling and worried at certain points, man.
Yeah.
Listen,
ain't nothing trying to make it do day to day.
Ain't nothing like people that got you, and we appreciate y'all to the highest and to the fullest. I want to once again make sure y'all check us out on Spotify. Follow us on that. Apple iTunes podcast, please.
Anchor.
Rate on there, rate us, subscribe, and comment on there, because you can do that. Google Podcasts, you can do that, the same thing on Google Podcasts. Anchor, check us out on there. And thank you, Anchor, because Anchor is the one that provides our platform in order to be able to get our shit off like we want to. They're the ones that distribute. That's our distribution company right there. Anchor. YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Once we get up on YouTube, we're always a day later on YouTube, but make sure you check us out and whatnot and comment and rate and subscribe to us on YouTube. That subscriber list is going up. Make sure you check us out on Instagram at Mr. Know-It-All. I'm sorry, Mr. _ Know-It-All _ pod. That's on Instagram. Facebook, Mr. Know-It-All podcast fan page. Check us out on there and make sure you leave all your fuckery and stories and all that on Mr. Know-It-All pod at gmail.com. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. Great episode, y'all. We love y'all. And before we go, though,
guess what?
They cannot forget.
Always.
You better not forget.
And they must always remember.
Remember.
I'm embarrassed.